Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us and happy Friday. So glad you're with us. Well, this is a really special day. We're going to kick off a big weekend. Of course, we've got 3 consecutive days here of nothing but incredible values, great jewelry, new ideas, great new designs, all of that and more. Very excited about how we're kicking this weekend off. This is a very special show. We're going to see some gorgeous pink pearls in a strand. Of course, we're kicking off our last few days of June actually too. So that means a farewell to some big pearl specials. We've been really celebrating them all month long, being that is the birthstone, one of the birthstones for this month. But there's going to be a couple of pearls. We've got a whole set opportunity, either a necklace, an earring, or both. So we'll make those nice and affordable so you can get everything you need in pink pearls. But we also have something very special in tanzanite tonight. I know, tanzanite, what else is new? We bring the best. We bring them every day. But this one is extremely special. It is that very special round 5 carat 62 round, just ideal in every way. The cutting, the color, the neon, the saturation, it's got it all. So we're going to see that one. It's also a beautiful mounting. You can see that from distance. Couple of wheels that are going to be on the way, discounts on those. A yellow diamond event. It's a yellow diamond pendant. And actually that brings us to, if you didn't see it last night, we're previewing something that's coming up tomorrow that's very special as well. So I'll tell you right up front, we have a very special yellow diamond tennis bracelet. That'll be the first of its kind. We've never had a yellow diamond tennis bracelet before, and that's really special. So we love our white diamond tennis bracelets. Haven't actually made bracelets in quite a while, with gold being the last year or two about $5,000 an ounce. So it's been difficult, very difficult to bring you anything in bracelets at all in solid gold. We're going to do that tomorrow though. So big event tomorrow. If you're a yellow diamond lover or just the idea of owning something as exotic as yellow diamonds in a bracelet, we've got that for you. So that'll be tomorrow morning, but there's plenty of great ideas to get you started. We even have a yellow sapphire to kick off. We're going to see a yellow diamond pendant today. So really exciting lineup here. If you have any questions or requests, let me know what those are. As always, but get ready to shop. And there, you never know what's around the corner here. Surprises on the way, perhaps. Could today be one of those days? You see something unexpected? It very well could be. So stay with me and we'll have a lot of fun and we'll get to all your favorites. And of course, whatever you want to see, don't be shy about dialing in. We'll help you out with those great ideas as well. But also one more thing to let you know right early up front about, we have some blue zircon earrings and a rubellite. That's also the round. So it's feeling like a very special day for our round lovers, because that obviously is a really important cut of stone. So to see that in tanzanite and rubellite the way we will is really incredible. So let's get started with our yellow sapphire. This is a bright one though. It's a beauty. It's really very special here because you're seeing that brighter color that's really saturated and lovely, and it's 113-1571. That'll be our yellow sapphire pendant. Now this is a big size. It's a 1 carat 82 on a yellow sapphire. So that's pretty unique and rare. And then of course you've got that bright as can be. Sometimes the yellow sapphires, they can be a little bit lighter. They're like diamonds, right? We can see all different types of saturation levels in our yellows, but this is the same thing with the sapphire, and this one being such a strong, amazing color. Now it's also got a diamond right there up front. It actually looks like 2 at first glance, but it is 1 diamond that's set up front there, and so we'll call that a diamond. Don't have an accent size on that one for you, but it is a beautiful diamond in that bail. Well, that's going to be the base of the bail, and then leading into that bright, stunning, you'll get this one, because when we talk about one of a kind, it literally is a one of a kind. So that piece will go out to you and it stays in the yellow gold. So right away, it can go out to you on Monday. It'd be beautiful with that yellow diamond bracelet, even though it is a sapphire. It'd look great with the yellow diamond bracelet we'll have tomorrow morning for you. But that's what it looks like from a distance. Here's your measurement just to get you acquainted with the size you'll expect to see on the neckline. And that's going to be right at about 5/8 of an inch there. So really special, including that bail. And we'll take a look at it on the neckline as well. Well, I guess we can look at it here. You can see it against a skin tone there, but you see how bright and crisp and clean it is. So really very special, and yet a clarity and a brightness and a brilliance and a beauty that we love to see. So we'll go back up close and take it on down. What about a 2 carat sapphire? They're always a lot of money when you get into that size, of course, in a really well-known stone, but a really important one as well. And of course, the yellow are more rare. And with the popularity of yellow diamonds, but not everywhere can they be found. It's nice to see that alternative, and yet a really special way to get you a big stone, and should be $24.99. We'll take it a lot lower. It is our one only, so come on in early. We invite you to always dial in the second you see something, because even if I have more than one of something, which is rare, even if I have more than one, it's limited. So that's always something to really just help you get in on the favorites, all the pieces you love. We're so excited you're here. Big Friday night, and yet it's a weekend celebration. We are so excited. It's our last weekend of June. Can you believe that? A couple more days left. By the time Sunday wraps up, we won't see you till July, which is crazy to think about that July's almost here. But let's go ahead and take this sapphire down to under $1,000. That's right. We're starting off with a big value. $999 on this one. Our one and only, a beautiful piece, and welcome in. Glad you're with us. So $999, what a way to start. And then, you know, it was Wednesday night, I believe. We had these really pretty earrings. They were diamonds, and they were baguettes and rounds, and they had this great button style with a little flare design. Do you remember them? They were in two-tone gold. I have the same earring, but all in white gold. So we did bring those out because I know a lot of you missed out on those Wednesday evening. So we'll bring those, or was it last night? I can't remember. But either way, we're going to show you some really beautiful diamond earrings on the way. And anything else you want to see, let me know. But that's $999 for that incredible piece. Okay, so really special and one only there. I have the coolest freeform opal. This is so close to being something that I'd never seen before. And it's close. It's not quite a heart shape, but it's really close. It's like a trillion, but of course, had it had that little cleft in the stone cutting there, it would be a heart shape, which I have not seen in opals. It's really tough to do. So we just iris down a little bit, which just means you kind of close the iris on the camera lens to darken it a little bit. Thank you for saving me the trip around the on the lights there. But this is a really beautiful opal. So emulating what it's going to look like here in person, 113-1567, is this gorgeous freeform or trillion. It really is like a soft cornered trillion, and yet it's a 251. And then you've got this really pretty, this interesting figure eight design that's going to weave its way down the shoulders of the ring, but also then love the way the diamonds are going to come up and meet with that point. And how about that view? So it went from reds to pinks. Those are distinctively different colors, actually. And you're seeing there that this just subtle movement of this stone, and yeah, because it's natural through and through, you're getting the color even from the side profiles. That would be the same if you're gazing upon it from this angle or this one as well. I mean, how about some serious pops of color? Getting into a big one here early. It's brand new. The diamond weight is 14 points, but you're seeing it's that woven style. Maybe that's that infinity design. We see that a lot in jewelry, actually, is that infinity design, but this way incorporated into a ring. Usually it would be something where you're actually, you know, looking at infinity designs in necklaces or pendants. It's nice to see that in a ring. So let's try it on. It stays in the yellow gold. It's going to be a huge value, and what a kickoff to our weekend here. And of course, brighter light makes for a little more subtlety of color here, but don't worry, it's going to be all that deep, dark, gorgeous color you saw up close on this incredible natural opal. And a big value coming your way. It's not $94.99. Really special stone. Again, look at all those side details. I love that. Look at how it's perched up, even in some more opulent elevated basket work that really fits in line with the design on the sides of the ring, and all of the above. Just a really important look. And yet one of those really distinctive opals that you're not going to see very often. That cutting is tough to get. So let's make it better than $94.99. Certainly that's not going to work at the beginning of a show. We always really try to bring out and lead with some serious values to set the tone for the entire 3-hour evening. But let's make it better than also even half that price, which would still be $47.50 if we're doing just, again, 50% off. That's important, but let's just go ahead and send it on out right now. $4,000, $3,000, or $2,000. None of the above. How about $19.99 instead for one caller? And by the way, we've been featuring leopard opals the last couple of days. I had 2 pairs of earrings Wednesday and Thursday nights. I'm going to bring out a pendant tonight. So one leopard opal, and it's a gigantic medallion style in the round. So you're going to love that. I know we have a lot of fans of leopard opal, so very excited and proud to be able to bring that out for you here tonight. So we'll see a leopard opal pendant, which I'm trying to think, we've only had one, and it was a smaller size than what we're going to bring you here tonight, which is really jumbo. So we're looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And here we are with our last look, $19.99. Keep on calling. We'll help you out. Now, these are the earrings. that I was telling you about that you can wear every which way. If you were with me earlier this week, you know this earring. And it looks almost like, it's like your emerald cuts are wearing a headdress or feathers on their own, right? It's a really beautiful look that you're getting here. And yes, they are all white gold, all 18 karat gold. I did have the two-tone version. They were sold. And then of course, what happened was a lot of you said, wait, I missed out. Is there anything like it? Not only did I find something like it, we found the exact, and yet the only difference is that was two-tone the other day. I've got the all white gold and it's 18 karat 112-1333 is the number. So I think that's even the same item number actually. So we just again discovered the all yellow, decided now they came out here. True story tonight at a much, much higher price tag than what I gave you. Now, obviously, pieces are popular for two reasons. They're beautiful, they're high quality, yes, but then it's also about the pricing I give them to make sure that that price comes down and make everything really super, super duper affordable. That's what it's all about. So obviously, things wouldn't be popular if they were all $100,000, as they could very well be. And instead, that's what we're gonna have to do here is, well, the good news is they came out at a price tag today at $39.99. I said, wait a minute. Those are the same earrings that I discounted just a couple of nights ago. So we better do the same and bring them down in price tag, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So if you know you like this style, you want to dial really, really early because obviously not going to stick around. And there's so many different ways to wear them. I have them certainly just one way here, but there's a lot of different ways you can turn this design with the post oriented where it is. There's a lot of fun you can have with these earrings that really make them different every time you wear them. I mean, it's not even going to look like the same earring half the time when you put them on. Here is an example of what they measure first. So if you did not see them the other day, that's going to be that design where suddenly I've got that flaring out, which is just how I'm going to show it to you on, but you can rotate it. You could have those larger, again, it's all baguettes and rounds here. There's that 3/4 inch top to bottom. Let me show you what they look like on. And real quick, before you see them on, let me show you where the post is actually before we proceed here so that you can see that's where the post is, and it's going to have this nice jumbo oversized backing for you. It's a butterfly backing. So that'll give you the opportunity to really change it up. And no matter what, they're going to sit perfectly for you no matter how you decide to put them on. Now, I like this look just to kind of give that little bit of lift because obviously jewelry can actually help. Of course, we always look and we think about, I think as women, we think about, okay, what's going to be flattering in fashion? What's going to be flattering though in jewelry too, because jewelry can also be that great flattering design, and yet how you wear things can really be, we talk about elongation of rings and how rings can elongate the finger. Well, you look at this earring really with that lift of the diamonds up top there. I think that's so beautiful. I've got the post right where the piercing is, so you can see how if you decide to do it that way, they flare up and out, that straight edge along the jawline there, and then you've got them flaring up. But if you wanted to, you could rotate those, almost what I call the feather design there. You could rotate it and have that sitting off to the base, like right kind of following the lines of your lobe. Do whatever you like and it'll never look the same way twice. But let's give you that big value. $39.99 is where they came out today. And then nope, we had to say, hold on, got to give you the big discount and match our own price tag. You've heard of that, right? Price matching and discount and all that. Well, it doesn't usually happen on fine jewelry, but we are always truly trying to just actually top ourselves and our own big values. And I know you love that when we do. So we'll offer that now where we're going to take that a lot lower than 39 or 29 or even 19. So you get a better value, but only one pair. That's key. That's always what's important. Remember, I'll let you know up front so there should be no surprises when you hear something go very quickly. That's because one of a kinds do. And it's not 19. 18, 17, nothing like that. We're going to go even lower. We're going to make them $1,699. And I know they're bouncing on their own as much as I like to put them up perfectly, and then they're going to bounce around. That's just our new wheel. So the wheel's got a lot of, it's excited. I mean, what can you say? It's excited to be helping show you these beautiful pieces. And it's getting a little bit, yeah, it's a little antsy too. So there it is. That's a series of baguettes and rounds, and you can see how they're all going to end up looking like different types of cuts, pear shapes and baguettes and emerald cuts and the halo. There's not a pear shape or an emerald cut here, but it's still, the stones are put together in a way that gives you the look like you have these larger individual fancy cut stones. Pretty cool how they do that. And it's out of a big designer name that of course has great retail stores that are lovely, but they charge you a lot more than even $39.99. So the same design, the same quality coming right to you for less. And again, right out to you because one of a kind, and in the 18 karat gold, which I think we all know is that highest purity you're going to find jewelry jewelry in, and at least wearable jewelry. It's going to be too soft otherwise if you go any higher than that. So it's really nice to see that 18 karat gold. Now here is the leopard opal. Give me a call on those if you'd like them. Here's the leopard opal I was telling you about. That is, well, one of our best here. It's so turquoisey green. Let me show you from that angle while I go walk around and zoom back here. 113-1516 is the number. It's a big round medallion style leopard opal. This is a really tremendous look here. And of course, it's all solid through and through with that same pattern. And here it is where you see the back looks the same as the front, except you've got your diamonds in the bail. That's 113-1516, and it's an outstanding round leopard opal. 18 points among those 4 diamonds put together in a diamond shape even. So you get that really special look where it's that diamond shape among 4 round brilliants. Pretty way that's done. And that's a 1042 on the leopard opal, which of course, let's show it to you from a distance because opals can be a little deceiving in a good way. They can look a lot bigger than they weigh. And that's the case here, even though it's already a 1042 size. It's going to be in the white gold. It says it's in the yellow gold, but it is not. It's in white gold. So it's going to stay in the white gold. And give me a call if you have questions on the yellow sapphire pendant or the beautiful diamond earrings or the really fabulous opal that we brought you in that freeform shape. But now it's about the one and only leopard opal we have. Here it is. It's an inch and I want to say, is it an inch and 1/8 or an inch and 1/4? It's right in between. I would say I'll call it an inch and 1/8 there. And then we'll take a look at it on here as well so you can see just another reference of the size, but a lot of blues and greens coming through that stone. And of course, this is natural. This is not something that's added or painted on or some kind of artificial treatment. We're all about natural stones. So that's about that pattern that's only out of Sinaloa, Mexico. As you can see, that is the one and only source that anything like this has ever been discovered. And so that's exciting. But you've got the colors coming through, and you saw that, the reds, flecks of red. Turquoise, I know, is what is the main event color. That's really coming through. But among the turquoisey greens, it's a minty green, really. Among that, you see hot pinks and beautiful reds. And you're going to see purples and all the different colors we expect out of top quality, whether they're crystal opals or black opals. This is just a very different and natural pattern. And you're getting into a one source stone. How fabulous is that? But it will be our one and only, stays in the white gold. And again, big stack of diamonds up top, all really good sizes there. And that means that if you figure what the individual diamond weight is, that's about 4.5 points a piece. So they're good size stones stacked together. We're going to blow it out for you and make it under $3,000 somehow, some way. And there's again a very large tanzanite coming up, a 5 carat 62 that looks so good. It is so bright. It is so clean. It is so vibrant. It's got so much red, and of course it's the round. So I'm just, again, attention all round lovers. We got quite a few round specialties tonight, including this leopard opal, and under $3,000, yes. But let's go under $2,000 and make it $1,999. Or I'm thinking about the earrings that we had too, and thinking, well, it's one big stone instead of 2 large stones. Let's go one big stone that's bigger and bolder. Yes, go ahead. Thank you. Those last earrings with all the diamonds are sold. Congratulations in the 18 karat white gold. And then here we are with that really important look here. And yet I'm going to make it even better than 19 or 18 or 17. So we're really set to give away a lot of freebies on this Friday evening. So make sure you're ready to go on those phone lines. We're going to help you out. But that's actually, oh, let's make it better than 17. $16.99 sounding better. Let's go all time, all low, and brand new. We'll make it $15.99 first caller. That's it. Congratulations on those earrings, by the way. Really well done there. I wish I had 20 pairs of those. Again, I wish I had 20 of everything. I don't. It's mostly one of a kinds. We're going to see that throughout the show. Pink pearls are on the way. There's a strand, there's an earring. They all go together. We're going to see that too. We've got a very special, remember that zircon I had last night, the big round? Well, we've got a heart-shaped golden yellow zircon tonight. So really important zircons have been coming out from our private collection. There's even a huge speen and a Malay, I almost said Malay, a Mali garnet, Mali, and it's Malaya. So I was combining Mali and Malaya together, and it was coming out somewhat different. But we have a Malaya garnet tonight, and we have blue zircons galore, drop earrings, stud earrings, you name it. Who was shopping with you, Jason? Carrie, am I saying that correctly? Wonderful, Carrie, thank you so much. You never know if it's a Terry, a Carrie, a Sherry, a Mary, a Gary. Oh, have I got them all? What else what am I missing? It's always tough, but thank you so much, Carrie. We got Carrie shopping the earrings. Well done there. All right, let's take a look at this. Another pendant for you. This is my emerald cut blue zircon. It's 1129014. And here we go. I'm going to come in a little closer on this one too, because this one, it's always the tricky one. It never wants to sit on its own. So let me just at least come in and show you the close-up view. I'm into giving you the most close and just upfront view as we possibly can. Here is your blue zircon. Yeah, let me just get a different grip on this one. This is always the most challenging pendant design to show. So here it is. Now we've got it for you with this blue zircon, one only alert. Again, the 70 pointer on the emerald cut. I've got white gold only. That's our emerald cut turquoisey. Actually, the true story is that would be a great color if you were looking at Paraíba. Some of the best Paraíbas have that color. We just rarely see them actually that saturated out of nature. But here's a blue zircon out of Cambodia, completely mined out. Zircon being a natural stone. So newbies out there, it's a natural stone. We don't offer those, again, those lookalikes. This is it for you. And this has a diamond platform that's all done in a diamond shape. So diamonds in a diamond shape. Love the way that looks. It's almost like that little North Star emoji we see, or that really pretty, that little good luck star, that really pretty design that's very hot in the designer world as well. And we're bringing it to you in a platform of diamonds here. Let me show it from a distance, give you the measurement on the bail. Is going to be a good size, a nice average size bail, which makes it accommodating to a lot of different chains you might have. It's really a wearable piece as well, but there's something about the boldness and the brightness of a blue zircon in the emerald cut. It is 7/8 of an inch top to bottom. Let's take a look at it on as well so you can see it from this direction. Boy, what a pop of color that is. When you need a little shine, when you need some brilliance, zircon's always a great way to go. But the way it's moving and that draped design with that pointed star. Stars can look very elegant, but they can also look a little, you know, they can look sometimes a little bit childish. This is the most elegant way I think that a star design is done without being the typical 5-pointed star. So we'll take a look at it again up close here, and we'll make sure it goes out the door because it's under $1,000, and I'm not talking $9.99 either. It's going to go in a hurry. We know that. Don't forget to call me on the fabulous opal, the leopard opal pendant. But we got to move quickly, and we will. Got 102 one-of-a-kinds I got to get through in the next hour or so. So here's what we got, $4.99 instead. What a value there. There is no such thing as any loose Cambodian zircon that's going to be all mined out material that's under $500 in your loose gemstone form. So to have that here, when it's set in gold with diamonds and have it be under $500, pretty remarkable. So I would highly advise and recommend going ahead and getting that one at $4.99. You know that one's going to go, so it's just a matter of who's going to be in on the phone lines first and foremost. So that's a lovely one. And then again, earrings are here to match. We have a stud earring and a drop earring. So whatever you'd like in zircon earrings to match in the blues, I've got you some choices tonight, which is nice. And so we'll be seeing those as well. But $4.99, let me know, because that's not a value we're going to see very often in fine jewelry, in gold and diamonds. And you still get all that here with one of those really striking, bright turquoisey blues, and that's the key. Sometimes they can look a little more deep color, deep dark navies, but this one has that real turquoisey color. So really like that Windex blue that we talk about as the best regarded color for Paraíba, but rarely seen. Or maybe you're thinking about that really pretty turquoise that we love that's opaque out of like the Sleeping Beauty mine. Well, this is that color, but in a faceted stone that gives you, it's still double refraction. So great quality there. Let's take a look at our conch pearl deal, because when there's a discount on a conch pearl, I know how rapidly they go. Take a look at this one, and it's a really top-notch, bright, saturated color. So this is just, I mean, understated elegance, but you're dealing with one of the world's rarest stones. And I think we just found out that our delay is about 2.5 minutes long tonight, which is good to know, because that zircon is headed on out of here. But look at this, a conch pearl discounted. That's the big reference point here. This is not a, I know you've seen it before, and we'll reference that original price, 112-8078, and get ready, because even $79.99 discounted still usually would be quite a bit more of a substantial price tag. Do you have the zircon? Zircon's gone. Congratulations. Thank you. But here we are with this incredible pink red. This is the top quality of conch pearls because of the fact that it's that darker. They can be lighter and they can be darker, and the darker are more rare and exotic. This is not something that gets any help by heating. It doesn't get any help in cutting. It doesn't get any help in polishing. This is something that's derived organically from the sea snail shell. That's that big queen conch shell that we see, and really not anymore, because it's pretty endangered to the point where there's really nothing left off the beaches of the Caribbean. And yet here's why it's so rare. We got a 73-pointer set in platinum. We have our 81 points in diamonds, which, how about that double row? Double row then graduates, so it just gets a little leaner down the sides, really actually emphasizes the look of the halo and brings your eye into that center as if it needed any help, because it's so attractive and really pretty. And again, you'll see it's not something we cut. We don't cut this into a cabochon. This is its natural form. So again, you see it's got some natural characteristics and some little ebbs and flows to the surface area there, but it's our really good size stone. We don't usually even see carat weights with conch pearls, but it's really nice to see a 73 pointer. And we are so lucky to be able to bring it down from $79.99, that original price that you know and have seen several times on the air, making it a lot more affordable than that. And of course, let's try it on so you can see how this is going to look on the hand, so you get a good idea of what to expect once it's home and on your hand. But this is where you need to dial in, because this one's not going to last. We know that. And when you see discounts on conch pearls, that's when they get really going quickly. They're just too rare. We really can't bring any more in. This is something that's out of a private collection here. We're very excited. I mean, this is not even something from my first 7-8 years here. We didn't share them with you at all. And that was simply because knowing that there was no replenishing of this collection, it was something that not everybody here was really excited about releasing. And yet that's really the entire purpose and objective of this network, is to bring out rare collectible stones that you would not find anywhere else and bring them to the, I hate to say the masses, but it is a national TV show. So we broadcast all around the country, and it is, again, I don't consider you all the masses, I consider you the TVON family, but it does allow us to give more of a breadth of audience than you could in, let's say, one store in one city in America. And that's really the beauty of it. Or when you're looking at really high-end stones like this one is, it'd be more likely to find it actually in a museum on display, which of course not for sale then. So we like the idea of bringing it not only for sale, but on sale. And that's exactly what's about to happen right now with this incredible conch pearl, which is now less than even $4,000. Yeah, the half price off continues to tumble down, and you're not going to have to spend $39. Yes. Oh, wonderful. Who got that one? Thank you. And while I'm asking, we'll find out who also got the zircon pendant. Well, thank you, Summer, and thank you, Evelyn. Thank you for shopping. So we only have a couple of pieces left from the show so far. That would be our sapphire we started the show with, first item, you know, and then the freeform opal. But this one's going to be going right now with that conch pearl being discounted the way it is and no longer paying $39 or $29. What just happened there? The big discount on the conch pearl has now taken place, and yet not done. Not done on this Freebie Friday. It is everything practically free, as close to free as possible, when we're looking at amazing values like, again, really exotic, really rare, not in stores, can't find a retail store or retail price to compare it to, and we're not asking for $29.99. It will fly. Just really crucial to get on the phone lines early here, because it's $2,499 instead. That is our new lowest. And yet there is no lower that it goes than that price. We've taken a lot of liberties just to adjust it down to under 25. So definitely not going to last at $24.99 on a nearly 3/4 carat conch pearl, but it's really about the size visually it gives you. This is not something we relate when we have an opaque stone that's organic like this. And yes, a rare variety of pearl. I mean, that could be a really rare way to get pearl in your collection for this month's birthstone. What about conch pearl? June babies, have you had too many opportunities to get conch pearl as your birthstone? Technically, it still would fall into that category, but definitely the rarest variety available to you. So a very important stone, $24.99. We keep on moving. Things are going after the fact, and that just tells us we're moving at the right speed. So there's also this important, I'll flash it here. It's a gorgeous heart-shaped zircon. This would be the sweeter side. Oh, wow. What a color, though. We had a beauty yesterday. It was last night. We had a crazy round, and yet this one, wow. So it's giving you all the flashes and facet pattern that you would see similar to a round, but this time the heart shape. So a little bit of, yes, it's a little romanticized for you, and what a great gift this would be. And that is our 1096. So here it is, even larger than the round I had last night, and it's 53 points in diamonds. So just keep that in mind. It's 1540 if you're interested in the heart shape that looks about as bright as any stone can possibly bring you or do. It's just as bright as can be. That's beyond what you'd even find with a yellow diamond, but of course zircon still being a rare and exotic stone. So that will be our new zircon for the day, 10 karat 96, plus it's that 53 points in the diamonds. We kept it classic with the halo, and then here's a quick look at it on the hand for you. But it's in white gold, and it'll stay that way Again, just a really important design, but wow, you cannot hold the brilliance down. It's just a really striking and stunning stone there. So that'll be one for one caller, whoever's out there, who like the golden zircon. We can try to make that better than $15,999 for you as well. So call me if that's something you like. Now, also in the rare, we have this tourmaline, which guess what that is? This is, besides just hot, that's a gorgeous stone. It's our emerald cut. It's blue. It's a little bit of green. we're calling it Neptune tourmaline, or rather lagoon tourmaline, and really all the same. They're basically, these are the names that are describing some of these really pretty blue-green, not even a teal. Teal's to me more green. This is definitely leading more blue, but I wouldn't call it true blue to be totally indicolite. If it was nothing but blues, I would say indicolite. But because it's got a little bit of teal green, and that's what I mean, it's not really the emerald greens we sometimes see or the verdolites. It really is that blue minty color underneath the blue. So it's really just an exceptional 104. It's also an 18 karat gold, which is really pretty. And 16 points in tapered baguettes to go along with your 35 points in the round brilliance. And can't beat that whole 18 karat gold on a ring. One thing to see it in an earring, but even better when you're seeing it in a ring with all that really, again, high-end purity to show you. So again, we got a great wheel coming up for our bottom of the hour. It's 30 seconds away. But first, 113-1520's got to go. And these are not exactly inexpensive stones because we're talking about a variety of tourmaline that is rare. Usually it's going to be the pinks or the greens, like the straight up greens. And what this is doing is giving what I would love to see in Paraíba, but this one's not necessarily copper bearing. Still same family of gemstones, but without that copper content that's verified and confirmed, we're calling it lagoon tourmaline. So definitely has those blues and greens, but either way, you know, I know there's a lot of great rare stones, and we'll always touch on those and educate to the rarity and where they come from and origins and unique different things that make gemstones special and unique. But ultimately, too, it's got to be a beauty, and it's got to be pretty and make us smile. And that's why we wear jewelry. So as long as you find it a beauty and attractive and want to get ready and excited to put it on in the morning, or maybe you getting dressed at night and going out for on the town, that's going to be the perfect piece that really gets everybody, I think, especially gem collectors who may own some of the exotics, tougher to see that color combo together. And it's under $5,000 for the first time. I actually had this the other day. I didn't show it on the air because it was $49.99. I really wanted to work on that price tag, and I did. So now we get to debut it at a better price than $49 or $39 or even $29. And just say goodbye to this one. And it's as close to indicolite without being indicolite as you can get. So virtually, and everyone else in the world would call this indicolite. You know that because I'm sure you've seen one or two folks do that before. I'm just really particular about how we actually categorize stones and making sure that's always going to be 100% accurate. But that is better than $29. I'll just keep on going. We'll make that $24.99 as well. So another big discount before we get to a really important blowout wheel for the bottom of the hour here. And then pink pearls are a-coming. We have the pink pearl strand, and actually they'll be the largest pearls we've had in a strand thus far all month long. So that's going to be really exciting. Our beautiful wheel of 4. It's a set of 4 coming up next. Looking forward to those as well. And it's going to be a nice variety. There's really no rhyme or reason to why these came together, except for the fact that we're going to discount them far below cost ever would be. So here's your selection. We're going to get ready and start with the kunzite, pear shape, and then we're going to go to one of the classic big 3, the ruby, and it's a ruby in a pear shape. Take a look at that, and then guess what we're going to see next? You'll have no way to guess because it's all that beautiful random of these really best and brightest, but that is a color change sphen to go along with your pinks and your purples and your reds and your blues, because there's always that blue secondary color to a great Burma. And then we'll go with another color changing stone. So actually, let's go back to back with the pinks and the reds, and then give you 2 color change stones left and right. So you've got the options here of getting, do you want to go phenomenal? Literally phenomenal, because yes, that'd always be a great descriptor, I think, for anything that we have here. But these are literal phenomenal stones, literal phenomena gems doing something extraordinary with light. And it really is true. These are each color changing stones on your left and right of that wheel. And the thought that they're going to be discounted down tonight. And it was about 24 hours ago, I was showing you a nice discount blowout wheel as well. And everything sold in about 30 seconds. And yet they were not as, let's say, over the top. There were some very rare stones, but these are all including gorgeous heavy gold mounts, or of course, we also have a platinum mounting here as well. So when you think about, yes, I was just checking, there's one platinum, and we'll walk you through which is which, but platinum and gold, and then diamonds as well. and all the beautiful things we love to see in great exotic gems. That's your best of kunzite. It's a really rare one-source diaspora off to the right, then the color change sphene, which we know goes from green to red, but still gives you all the dispersion level we love. And then the back is the ruby, and that's where you go classic, wearable, all of that. So we've got any one of your four well, I mean, you may want to take more than one. If I get the price low enough, take more than one. Celebrate these exotic stones. Get that savings you love. And here are the carat weights. So give you a once over on the carat weights so you get familiar. That's our 264 diaspora, 70 points. 70. Remember that number, 70 points in diamonds, because that's going to be a bit shocking here. We have the kunzite, which is our 234 pear shape, 14 points in diamonds. The color change sphene, that is a, well, let me see, 62 points on the color change sphene, diamond weight at 65. And then we have the ruby. That's the platinum. The rest are in gold. This is in platinum. That'll be our 55-point pear shape, set at an angle in this ribbed band, and you've got 18 points in diamonds as well. So now the fun really happens. And you have all the opportunity in the world to get on the phone lines now. To please recommend always getting early, because again, there's only one of each. When they're gone, they're gone. They're all going to stay in the gold color or the platinum that they're in. So that'll be exactly as you see them, but of course with the customization being the ring size you want and need. And if you're not sure because it's a gift idea, well, take your best educated guess, and we can always take care of you on the back end as well if you need to send it back and get it sized redone. But that's something that really is a very, very important accessory when you consider the fact that they're all supposed to be $39.99 or more, and now they're going a lot less than that. Give me a call. We've got a couple really big values coming your way throughout the show. We're going to have all those really big top of the hours coming up, but this is it. This is one of our big blowout wheels, which is the most affordable that really jewelry gets. And the fact that piece you see is the piece you get, and they're sized to perfection, shipped to your house for free. It's all the luxury, not all the price tag, and that's exciting. And they're under $39.99 as promised. That's the beauty of it. Taking them way below that. Of course, we're giving you all the best of varieties. It would never be here. It would never be selected to go into jewelry if it was anything less or anything short of the best of variety of color and gem. So you get it all right there, but it's not $39 or $29 or even $19.99. All going out quickly, and get on those phone lines because we are ready to help you own the best of the best. Look at this. And all these are really, that's what I love, is that they're all big gold starting points, or platinum, because you do have one platinum option here in the ruby, but they're all heavy. They're all heavy mountings, and the metal means something. Back when I started 26 years ago, it didn't mean a lot because gold was $200 an ounce. But when it's, you know, gold and it's $5,000 an ounce, it means something when you're doing bigger, heavier mountings and you have that stone perched up top, and then you still add gorgeous diamonds. And we're taking them lower than even, 15, 14, 13, 12. Got to keep going. Let's get them all out the door. They will go. It's going to be 60 seconds away from sellout, and they will be $999, your choice of whichever one you would like to have. Did our wheel just stop? Oh, that's not good. Okay, but this is the wheel that's not supposed to stop. That's the other wheel. So now we're just going to say, well, it might mean it's something other than the wheel. Is it an electrical problem? I don't know. We still have power. We're still good there. So here we are at $9.99 a piece, and we're going to go ahead and see if just by shutting down and shutting on again, does that make any sense? We'll see if that helps anything. But no, it didn't. So here we are at $9.99, and we can sometimes give it a little jog. Sometimes that's all it needs. Resuscitate it back to life. All right, well, there you go. See how long that lasts. 25 seconds remaining. Last call. I know it's not the same when it's not moving, is it? Can't really appreciate the jewelry unless they're moving. We need them in motion. So that's it. $9.99, last final call. And then don't forget, we also have the yellow sapphire pendant. That was almost 2 carats for $9.99. That lasted long. Yes, go ahead, Jason. You got it. Let me just help our wheel out a little bit here. I'll be doing a lot of that tonight. Left side is the sphene. That's the color change sphene, Jason. I'm going to show that to you on the hand. That's going to be 112.9173. It is the sphene, which has gone first. And there it is at 62 points in the color change, and then 65 points in the diamonds as well. So that'll be $9.99. And then don't forget, yellow diamond bracelet tomorrow morning. Almost 4 carats of yellow diamonds. All in round brilliance. Got to be here tomorrow to see what that's all about. Very special bracelet. You know that's the first time in 10 years that we've ever done a yellow diamond tennis bracelet. I've had a couple of yellow diamond bangles with 1 stone, 2 stones, 3 stones, but we have not seen an all-around, round, brilliant yellow diamond tennis bracelet. What a piece to stack with your current bangles, your current bracelets. How beautiful would that be? I've been stacking them with my own personal bracelets. I even had all night last night. I had 2 on together, which I loved. And if you're thinking, am I really going to get 2 yellow diamond tennis bracelets? The price is so dang good. You might. I mean, I'm telling you, I think it's one of our best diamond values ever. And it's all happening tomorrow morning. So if I can help you with any of the last 3 here, we've got our kunzite. I know, Friday night, it's here. We're ready to rock the weekend and get ready. And these last few days of June, really making it exciting for you on every single value, discount, price tag. You got all the best of the best. But this is our Friday. And if you like yellow diamonds, look at this. That's a yellow diamond pendant, 10 stones, 2 carats total weight. How fabulous and bright and saturated are those? That's that stiletto style we love to see. And then ruby, diaspora, and kunzite all still hanging out for you. If you'd like any one of those 3, who was shopping the Speen over there, Jason? Thank you, David. All right, coming up. And look at this, a little preview perhaps of the pearl strand that we have tonight. That is it's our save the best for last, because we've had the goldens, the Tahitians, the white pearls, everything except the pink pearls. And how saturated, I mean, I'll tell you how good they are. They look more like that kunzite that's on the wheel. And usually a pink pearl would be a lighter peachy pink, like a light diamond pink color. This is really that mauve tone, that almost lavender purple color with those natural freshwater pearls. So we're going to see that as well. Back to our wheel we'll go, as I'll revive it as best I can here. And then that'll be coming up with a matching earring, so you can get both. And then we've got that really important, I cannot wait till you see this tanzanite. And I'll show you our first preview of the tanzanite that is, I don't know, the one I'm playing favorites with tonight, because it's my most, I'm most excited about this one. That is very special. That's coming up. And I told you there's a very important tanzanite. It's almost 6 carats in the stunning round. And that has a beautiful bed of diamonds side to side. And then if you like the rounds, look at the rubelite. Also very excited about that, is glowing. This looks like it glows beyond the stone. Like the glow goes beyond the actual borders of the stone, which is pretty impressive. And then last call here, kunzite, diaspora, or the ruby. Classic ruby in a heavy platinum band too. It's always a good one. And then I do want to show you something very, very important. This is not something you see every day, and it's technically a bit of a museum masterpiece, must go. And speaking of, I do have one today, technically in a pink zircon, but this really qualifies. This is not your average pink diamond earring, and I just want to let you know they're here. They're very large. They were $30,000. We're doing natural pink diamonds for you like nobody else can. The pink diamonds are huge in the middle ovals, but then they also have those side stones and then this little floral design. So the pattern of floral done in the white diamonds, and that's going to be, look at those center stones. Look how pretty they are. So just a reminder, just want to let you know they're here, because when we see pink diamond earrings, it's seldom, but they tend to be very small sizes, as pink diamonds usually are. That one, not so small, because you're getting 36 points total weight in your ovals alone. So that's a very, very important earring that we're going to show you. And then here's what we've been loving too, are those fancy cut tanzanites I've been bringing out lately. You can tell it's what we have left. It's either the round that we're going to bring you in the ring, or what we've really had here is we really, the museums really took first dibs on the fancy cuts, because part of what makes a stone a museum level is having a fancier cut. And so it tends to be, I know us jewelry lovers are always used to seeing the classic cuts. The round, the oval, the cushion, the trillion, and then as you get more exotic, trillion, heart shape, pear shape. It's a little bit different when you're talking to museums. And when we were first discovering these back when we acquired the parcel and the whole collection back in 2018, we had really made quick contact with some of the museum curators, knowing what we had on our hands was the best ever in the world, the best to come out of the mine, the best to ever be seen. Knowing all that, we made quick contact with a lot of the museum curators, knowing that we had something special on our hands, and deciding that we did give them an opportunity to reserve and set aside. This is how Museum Reserve came about. And early on, in the early parts of, well, by then it was 2019, it was January and February of 2019, the contracts were done to have some of these stones out on loan to the museums across the world, not just here in the U.S. There are beautiful museums in Asia and Europe and all over the world. There's starting to be a lot of great museums that we're seeing as well. Places like Dubai, you're seeing a lot of great gem works. There's a lot of places where there's a lot of wealth. There's going to be good museums to go look at, and yet you still can't shop those museums. But what we're seeing is, and what we found early on bring this collection was that the museum curators were all after these fancy cuts. They really liked something a little unique. Not only is it the great color and the saturation, the red flashes, of course, that comes with the territory of having the literal best, but they really loved the idea of putting on display something very bright like this, something very fancy and cutting, so that it played with the light a little differently, gave you something spectacular to look at. And now we have decided, with as few as we have left of the museum reserves overall, we have decided now to, yes, in recent days, bring out some of these fancy cut museum reserve stones. So this one in particular is not a cut we've seen before, and it's 113-1452. It just makes it more specialty. Now, are we asking more money? No, absolutely not. There should be a premium on anything like a round or a heart shape. But here's the ultra fancy cuts. Rounds are considered a premium cut. It's wasteful. It wastes some of the rough material, so there's always a premium there. This is even more so because you're getting something that goes out on a limb, takes a risk. You've got to realize that these are not standard cuts that every lapidary, even no matter how expert and how many years of experience they have, are used to creating. So there's always that risk of, if you try to do a fancier cut, you could end up with no material at all, nothing faceted. It can destroy the stone if you don't cut, make one wrong move, and it can be all wrong. So this is where you get the 480. It also is 17 points in a trillion cut light yellow, and that's a really important way that point to point they meet. Looks incredible when you see it, especially on the neckline, which I'll show you next. But the beauty of it is we're giving you a chance, as we have been with so many of these museum reserves. Also note the white gold stays in the white gold there, and as we've been doing, is giving you a chance to own the museum reserves with no extra. The same great values we've been loving here for a long, long time are here for you. And yet here's your length, and what a wearable design. So all the fancy nature of the cutting and the design, the specialty chosen stone there, but with that 7/8 of an inch top to bottom, still giving you this really wonderful price tag you love. Here's what it looks like from a distance away as well. Just for a reference point, I love seeing tanzanites from this standpoint because it is that darkly or darker. I wouldn't say dark, but definitely a little bit less lighting. So certainly going to give you more of that true to life color that you're going to expect to see in person when you get that at home. Let's go back up close for you and get you a really big value on this one. That's what it's all about. And if you want to get the curator's favorites, I would call this collection, here's a chance to do it. Staying in the white gold, but no longer $13,899. An outstanding value, really, anytime you get any tanzanite like this. Anything at all. There's so little left, even in the world of tanzanite and block C material, which is the lighter saturation. It's really exciting to see when we can make them affordable like we are, as all the tanzanites of the world are getting very pricey. And that includes the lower quality, and that's not what we're bringing here. And I'll never bring you tanzanite that's lower quality at this point. We've had the best. Once it's gone, it's gone. Not going to have any other options, so get them now while we're bringing out what is the last hurrah, the literal final opportunities, and yet not even $10,000. And it's a great one to add to the collection because I know you don't have it already, because it's our first of this kind and the first of this exact cutting. And it's almost spear-like. You see a little bit of faceting that reminds us of a trillion, but then a little bit of detail that looks like what we see in hexagons and octagons with those cut or notch corners there. But it's actually better than $49.99 too. And there is only one, so it'll go really quickly. And once it does, bye-bye gone. But it's not $49 or $39. We're blowing it out for $29.99 on a nearly 5 carat. And we do have to take into consideration that's a 17-point diamond. So it's a really nice individual diamond, and what a look that is. The trillion, you know what trillions do. If you don't, I think you just learned. Looking at that stone, you can see why trillions are so sought after, why they get premium price tags too. They're desired because they bring a brilliance like no other. And on that yellow, what a beautiful way to go. So our $29.99, only one there. And then we still have a couple pieces from our wheel. We'll get to the pink pearls for our top of the hour. Blue zircons are here. I've got a lovely moonstone for you. And then we're going to need some requests too. And I do have the pink zircon museum masterpiece, because it's always fun to see what we're going to do to give away a museum piece, because those are not for sale. So just putting them for sale is the big headline, but to discount them down, there is a pink zircon that is meant to go tonight. 112-8417 is your pink zircon. I had a heart shape the other day that's still here if you'd like it. And this one's going to be a little bit more affordable, actually quite a bit more affordable. And it's our $32.63. So it's not lacking. in size, and it's a soft ovally cushion. It's got a really soft corner. It is technically a cushion, but it's really a soft corner, and then just immediately wrapped in pink diamonds. Outside of that are the white diamonds included also in the bail. 104 in your white diamond weight, 34 points in the pink, so a grand total of 138 in your diamond weight, but really it is about this pink zircon, this pinky, luscious, raspberry pink saturated color with some secondary blues and lavenders and purples, but a major value on our museum masterpiece. Must go. That's the other key. It's the must go museum masterpiece. It's one thing to bring you a museum piece and say, hey, look at this. Brag on ourselves and say, look what we can do. Look what we can bring. It's another thing to make it affordable to where you can just say yes and own it and love it and have your very own makings of your very own museum. And look at this on the hand. What a stunning style. And it's not the first zircon we've seen tonight, but it is our largest. And that will be less than, and this isn't bad at all, it's actually aligned with the per carat here. It was $62,790. So that's about, well, we're looking at about $2,000 a carat originally, which is fantastic. I know what you're saying, but 62,000. Yes, I understand. But let's put it in that per carat perspective and realize how strong a value that is when it's only 2,000 a carat. It's just shy of 1.5 inches. That's an inch and, we'll call it 1 3/8 inches. Here's what it looks like from a distance away, and let's marvel at the beauty of that stone, which is still doing all of its double refractive property. And then your double halo. Love those pink diamonds. What a nice addition there to make that more interesting. And back up close we go for the better price tag. The museum masterpiece must go is under $30,000, and that means it's under $1,000 a carat for this stone. I know these are not exactly the pieces that, not a couple bucks. I don't have anything for a couple bucks, but it is that piece that you and only you will have in this world of exotic gems, when you've been shopping exotic gems with us probably for a little bit of time. And it's really interesting to see what we can do here instead of 20, instead of 15. And now we are already under $500 a carat. And think of how amazing that is, with all the diamonds not factored in, all that gold not even factored in. And yet we have the 15,000, the 14,000, the 13,000 all done. Let's make it $12,999. One caller on the museum must go for today. That's a beauty. And we also had that conch pearl earlier, which is also great. We've got a lot of beautiful pieces. I've got a bracelet for you, and a bracelet that's affordable in our last call on a diamond and gold bracelet that's affordable. And I mean affordable not just for gold, but affordable in any sense. We're going to have that coming up for you next with about 9 minutes to go in our first hour of our Friday, but $12,999. And I would put it this way. I'd just say 65 on one card, 65 on another card, and you're good to go. And that might make it a little bit more doable to bring that home. So really important museum masterpiece, but have to show you this. It's a bracelet in diamonds. Yes, we'll have our yellow diamond tennis bracelet tomorrow, but this is that ID style without being heavy or without being too masculine. And let me show it on the wrist here for you, because it's really important to see how these diamonds are set in pave, but segmented ×3. So you've got 1, 1, 2, 76, 96. It's actually 33 points in diamonds, exactly a third of a carat, but also done in the paper clip link, which is going to give you some adjustability options. Here's your closure. It's going to have a lobster claw closure. And then if you look at the other side, it's going to be multiple links to choose from. You know how quickly my 6-inch bracelet went last night. I had a smaller bracelet for the first time in a long time, and it went so fast. Why? Because we usually see average sizes, and it's really nice to have that adjustability so anybody and everybody can wear it. You could make this as short as you'd like. You could use any of the closures you see. Any of these links, use them. Go ahead, up to 7 inches max, and then you can make it as short as you'd like. And then you've got these ID styles. I say that because they're pave segments here of 2 rows. And then I love the finishing. I want to show you that too, because if it flips or turns ever, now you control that. If you put it on more snugly, it's not going to flip or turn. So that's all adjustable. It's part of the reason why it's adjustable, why we gave you all those options, is when you put it on and you put it on tight enough across the wrist, it's not going to have the option to twist and turn. And it would only do that if you put it on looser. And so if it did, you got that great finishing that actually is really pretty. And I even like to wear this design even on purpose from behind as well, because it has that beautiful scroll work or under gallery underneath your diamonds. But it's yellow gold only, it's adjustable, so one size fits most, and it's really important how affordable we're making it here. today, when you talk about what gold's doing, we know what diamonds are doing, and you get this incredible moment to take it for $999. Yes, for a bracelet. 7 inches of solid gold. This is not a plating. And you'd think at $999, it might have to be. Anywhere else, that'd be the case. But for $999, you are looking at the most affordable bracelet in our assortment. And of course, tomorrow we're going to bring you a diamond bracelet in yellow diamonds, which is a whole different deal. But this is white diamonds in a very of the moment, high-end style between the paperclip links and that diamond, which you're going to have the 3 diamond plaques, as I call them, those really beautiful sections of diamonds in and throughout, really what are meant to be centered up. You see there's even a little bit of a longer section in the middle and then the smaller sections on the side, so you get that great symmetry. And that's $999, so what a value there. And how about those links doing their own flash? That's a powerful piece. And yet, you're not saving it for a special occasion. You wear it every day. It's not too ostentatious. It's not overdone. Still works with everything else. If you want to put it on next to something else, do that. But $999 is incredible. So just had to let you know there's an under $1,000 bracelet, which is very important. And I'll flash in a couple other museum ideas that we have. If you're not loving the affordable, we can go museum like this one. Gorgeous. Look at that spine. And that's an important stone. That would be our $389 color change spin. I'll show you a few other pieces that I want you to consider. And then if you like the look of them, you can always give me a call and we'll put them up there for you. But that's our big spin, almost 4 carats. I also have that Malaya garnet I was telling you about. There's a very impressive Malaya garnet. Here's the Malaya. It's our 535 Malaya garnet. And looks like our wheel stopped again. Oh, never mind, it's back. So there's the Malaya. That's a really pretty color. That's going to rival our rubellite later, which is also pretty impressive. Got that great rubellite I flashed. And we're going to do our pink pearls coming up at the top of the hour, which is only a few minutes away. And I do want to remind you there's a new discount on my heart-shaped mandarin. So many of you have asked me, you've reached out about this piece and said, is there any way we could do a little bit better? I've got to tell you right now, here it is, the heart-shaped mandarin. Let's just do a really big value on this heart shape before we run out of time in this hour. One only, it's 113-1208. Very special Friday night. You can tell we brought out the specialty jewelry, didn't we? Brought out some very important pieces, and the heart shape here in a bigger, wider band. So a platform that's done in a dome style, $239 on the heart shape. And it also has a really stunning 40 points in diamonds. We start with the halo, then you end up with diamonds on the side as well. And then you've got them set burnished into the band. We'll show it to you on. It is a couple of minutes away from top of the hour. Our pink pearl party is going to be incredible. We're going to do something really special for our pearl lovers. And I know you're out there, and we love pink stones. So when pearls and pinks come together, what a beauty they make. But let's make this even better. And there's your inside. Here's the mandarin. Let me show it straight on, though. On the hand is a little bit better idea of what you're going to see, because that stone is all custom made. Well, I should say the mounting is custom made for the stone. And you can see that perfect halo, 40 points in diamonds. We've brought it down one more time for you to make this more affordable than even the last previous discounted price, which was $39. And then on a sale day, I brought it down to $35, but that was still where everybody reached out and said, could you do a little bit better? Maybe you can pay for some of the ring for me, Lolo. Happily. Let me buy y'all some jewelry tonight. Welcome to the party. It's Friday night. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me buy you some jewelry as a thank you. Let's make it better than $29.99, better than $25, better than $24. It's never gone this low. Here's your chance to pick it up. Lowest it can go, $23.99 on the mandarin garnet, as we have 3 minutes left. And I know we have bracelets going. Is it the bracelet that's gone next? All right. So bracelets verifying now. That $9.99 bracelet, you don't really think that's going to stay here. Couldn't possibly. But that mandarin, $239. Do you have the mandarin? Thank you. Mandarin's gone. Bracelets are still then verifying. And sure, I can give away the Malaya garnet. Here it is. So before you say, I know, garnets are ordinary, right? Garnets are a couple dollars a piece, right? Oh, no. Welcome to the world of exotic garnets. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. We've got a couple minutes left to the top of the hour. Pink pearls will be here. And shortly, we're going to bring those out, and you're going to love those. And we're going to have a matching earring for you, too, so you can get the whole set of divine pink pearls. But this is a Malaya garnet, and really rare. There's some very rare garnets we bring you on the regular, which is demontoids and sapphirites. mandarins, which you just saw fly out of here in a heart shape. But now we're getting into the rarer color of Malaya, which is typically a bronzy brown tone. This one is bright as can be. It's a pinky red purple, and it's a little hotter pink color than even usually we will get in our top quality Malayas. So it's our 113-1554 number. It also is a really big size, 535 on that Malaya Roval, and diamonds at 35 points. Just 3 on each side, keeping it classic. Looks like a 3-stone that way. Even though there are 3 stones on each side, don't get me wrong, it's 6 stones in total, but it gives that 3-stone look. By the way, who picked up the mandarin? Thank you, Shirley. I just want to thank everybody for shopping. I know it's a busy, busy Friday night in summer, so they get crazy, and can't tell you how much it means that you're joining us and our shaky wheel to be here tonight. But this is a really pretty 535, and it's a collector's piece, and it's bright, and it's clean, and it has some of the best cutting. Love the Roval cut. Here's what it looks like on the hand. We'll give it away here. So we have about 1:40 left in this hour, and then Pink Pearl Party is going to commence. But right now, the white gold is how it stays. You can see the flashes. It is powerful. This is not your other regular kind of pedestrian garnets that are out there. A lot of the garnets that are more commonplace, like the pyrope garnets, the red garnets, things like that. We're looking at a rarity here beyond, and actually we see fewer Malayas in top colors than we even see mandarins, savorites, demontoids in any individual category. So a very important stone here. And quick blowout. Supposed to be $13,999. Where have I seen that before? That's similar to the museum masterpiece must go price tag, which somehow is still here. So instead, we're going to blow this out right now for $2,999 and just say goodbye to it that way. Just for sure. That's going to be so gone so quickly at that price tag. We just took over 10 grand off. So I would say, yeah, I know that this is a tougher one to get an understanding of when we don't see it as often. It's just easier to know things that you see all the time. When you think about it, it makes sense, right? What you're exposed to, you know. What you see all the time, you know. We can always discuss price tags on things that are out there, and you could do a quick search, and you can find what prices are in diamonds, and you can find what prices are in amethyst, and even rubies. But there are stones out there like what we bring so often, more often than not, that are not anywhere else, that are not your basics, and so therefore they don't really have a going rate. And I think we lose sight of how often we bring the exotics. We make a business and a livelihood of bringing exotics more often than not. And so to have these types of prices come down and to just give you beautiful rare exotics, specialty looks, really one of a kinds, they're all custom made like this one, that's exciting. And with that, it is our top of the hour, so we want to welcome everybody to our big Friday night. So glad you're with us tonight as we have a very exciting show for you and 2 hours remaining. Hi, everybody. Thank you for being with me. Happy Friday to you. I'm so glad that you're spending a little bit of your weekend here. And don't forget, I'm going to tell you every hour just so you remember, because it's amazing how inevitably there will always be folks that, you know, oh my gosh, how did I forget that big special? She told me about it for days. We have a yellow diamond bracelet tomorrow morning. Remember our quick turnaround between Friday night and Saturday morning. It's only 14 hours between shows. So we actually see you here in the morning hours, the daytime hours. For those of you on my East Coast, it's going to be afternoon hours. But we're here at 10 a.m. and we're going to debut something that has been literally a decade in the making. And I mean that sincerely, because we're going to have our first ever yellow diamond tennis bracelet tomorrow in the show. And it is a lovely 3-carat 60. I'm telling you all the details now so you can start to think about it, but there is a value associated with this that is going to really, I feel weird saying this considering that I've had incredible diamond values of late, including diamond bands and 3-stone rings and diamond studs and diamond solitaire pendants, but those were all white diamonds. And what I'm bringing you is a step up in an era where we're not even seeing gold bracelets anymore. We have hardly made anything in gold bracelets lately because of the fact that obviously gold is doing what it's doing. So it's impossible to bring the values we love in bracelets until tomorrow. And that's what we're going to see. We're going to blow your mind with what we're bringing to you on a diamond bracelet value. 3-carat 60 in round brilliance, yellow diamonds, all in a true classic tennis bracelet. What a gift it would be. What a celebration it would be to add to your collection, to stack with your other bracelets that you have. It's going to be glorious. So stay with us for that tomorrow. But let me show you what we have today, because we got 2 hours left and we're taking requests always. Always. We'll stop everything we're doing to show you whatever you'd like to see on and in the moment. We would love nothing more than to do that. But I have a great way to start this hour, which is our really big pearls. These are big pink pearls. This is not the average size either that we've been bringing of late, because we've been showing and looking at a lot of great pearls of late. Goldens, Tahitians, white pearls as well. These are larger than all of those aforementioned varieties, and a really, really rare color as well. So we're going to show them to you on the hand first. Then there's a matching earring to go with them. Here's what they look like from a bit of a distance away. And it's 113-1458. Now, I want to remind you, this is not the basic pearl. So a couple of things here. Round pearls, yes, check that box. We judge pearls on a lot of different things, and we want them to be, first of all, a larger size. This is exactly that, 12 to 14 millimeters on each and every one of them. Why? Well, they're also, I would say, graduated, but do you really see much difference between what's in the back and what's in the front? Here they are, all on one screen, all in one view, and yet I don't see much difference in the sizes and the diameter of those pearls. So again, you've got all ranging from 12 to 14 millimeter freshwater cultured pink pearls, and yet no front, no back. Look at that. Huge jumbo sizes. A solid gold clasp, which is going to be your 14 karat white or yellow. I am going to give a choice there, because however you'd like to do it. I thought with the softer pink and purples, we loved the white gold with it. Just those really nice warm tones. Thought it'd be pretty with the white gold. You can choose yellow gold if you'd prefer, but very large diameter on these pearls. There's something so ultimately, I think pearls are the most, I've been saying this for years, I think they're the most feminine of gemstones. And although that's something I said for years and years, and then as soon as, you know, we kind of solidified that, and then all of a sudden men are wearing pearl strands all of a sudden. So again, it's become more unisex in recent years, but still I think with the softer side of pearls, and the pink pearls specifically, there's this really pretty finish that just is all Mother Nature, and I can't take credit for it, and even the earth can't take credit for it. It's the divine creatures that are the mollusks that make these pieces from, again, all in organic process that is really important, where you see here, that's that softer light, which is revealing even more glow. Now, I'll show you how the clasp works, because it's only, there's a two-step process in putting this together, but it's that really divine pinky purple, and look, no back, no front, because they're all round. There's no, it's not like we're hiding divots on one side and putting the other more flawless side up front. No matter what, no matter how you wear them, there's going to be that soft pearlescent pearly purple finish instead of just a lighter pink, which usually they are. And I'll have the matching earring, but this is where, look at that, and then we'll show you up close as well, because why not? It got quiet in here, so I know that means the wheel has stopped. So let me just show you here what this looks like, because do you realize how close we are? We're close enough right now to show you if there was an inclusion in a 10-point diamond, you would see it. And these are jumbo 12 to 14 millimeter. Now take a look, because now you can see, well, I'm going to aim to show you all the pearls at one time, and you realize we're going to forgive if there's one little natural something, a characteristic. What you want to avoid is big craters. You don't want pearls necessarily, they're unsightly if they have these big dips or divots or craters within the stones. We want round. You got that. They're all round. There's no Baroque pearls here. They're not oval in shape. They're not like what we call the potato pearls, and that's okay. They're lovely too, and sometimes they just naturally grow that way. But the ones that are higher value are the ones that are going to give you that perfect round shape, that amazing smooth nacre. We don't want to see little ridges and little bumps and little divots. We don't want to see dimples. We want to see just beauty. And that soft glossy, of course, there's that really, really important finish that is all natural as well, where it has that pearlescence. It's not flat or dull. Just like we wouldn't want, as ladies, we don't want our skin to be flat or dull. You don't want that in your pearls either. You want a beautiful, soft, not shine or glare. This is not a diamond. It's not a high polished gold. It's really supposed to be just this really pretty glow and multiple dimensional colors, which is definitely what these have. And as we take you on a tour, it doesn't matter how we show them or how we angle them or how we spin them, or if I move them over to the other side and drape them as if they are draping down the sides of a pirate's treasure chest. However you look at it, it's just a really lovely design, and we'll show you. Of course, you see also the individual knotting there between every single one of them. A lot of labor goes into that. We're going to help you along with the white or yellow gold clasp. Please choose your favorite, but an incredibly important strand and lovely on and goes with everything. I mean, there's something soft about the pinky purples where it still is quite versatile, and maybe step out of the white pearl world and get something a little more exotic. That's what this is. Do you want to do something wild here? I mean, they're really incredibly rare. 12 to 14 we haven't had. I'm supposed to get $7,999. I do want to show everybody, Tony, how the clasp works, because that's always the question we get once you get it at home. So you see it's spherical right now. It's actually the first step. You see that little V shape? I tell this every time. I got to go through this every time I show a pearl strand, because otherwise there is a question. How do I work that pearl strand clasp? Well, here it is. Hook that little portion of the clasp on the one side over the V shape of this notched other side here. And that's really, do this in the mirror, because it's tough to do when you can't see what you're doing. It really is. I can attest to that. And then that's only step one. And you're going to go ahead and slide this portion right on in, and it's going to be like magic. It's just going to disappear, and it slides and pushes into. So that disappears, but still leaves that little notch, because that's going to be your button to release it. So does that make sense? Two-step process. Just remember that. Don't pull. You have to press. Use that little button for the little surface it provides, okay? And then you've got this texturing to the clasp itself. It's, we're going to auction it. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of auctions tonight, just because I want to get the activity on the phone lines. We got a lot of jewelry to give away. And if my prices don't do it, then nobody's will. So I will make you in charge of the pricing. I won't make you. I'll let you be in charge of the pricing. Never force you to dial in. But here's what we offer. Instead of 7,000 or 6 or 5 or 4, I want to make sure, and this is an exotic one, we know this because not all mollusks are capable of creating this color. Let's remember that. We don't dye these. We don't dip these. We don't treat these. We don't put them in some chemical. This is the way it works. And you've got a rarity for that reason, and that's why you don't normally see these colors and this size and this beautiful, perfectly round shape. And we're not doing 4 or 3, or how about 25? How about 2,000? Really awaiting your phone calls here, because we know there's got to be at least one caller that's been looking at all these beautiful pearls all month long, wondering where are the pinks. And now, surprise of all surprises, you're not getting pink. You're getting a purpley lavender, gorgeous violet color. It's a really top notch. Think of the way we would look at the pink diamonds if they were this color. We would know that's more rare. Same thing here with your pearls, and we're not going $2,000 to start, because I can't leave them here. We have the gorgeous earrings to match coming up, and I want to save you even more money so we can get to the earrings as well. If you're lucky enough to get the strand, let's go $1,500 to open, and I'll still give you the option on the clasp. Why not? We can change that out as easily as you say the word. I mean, just make sure you tell us what you want to do, yellow gold or white gold. I personally love the white gold with this one. Given the color varieties, I love seeing the white gold. I think it's a great match. But you can do whatever you want, white or yellow gold. Let's take a look at them close up again, because I do think that for everybody who likes to say, the naysayers out there, the trolls out there, oh my gosh, I found it. If it's a natural pearl, it should have inclusions. If it isn't, go spend $5 and go get the fake version. And yet, I will say, for everybody who's really scrutinizing quality, look at how flawless these surfaces are. We are as up close as you can get. And this is not a small stone. They're 12 to 14 millimeters in size. Remember, for comparison, your 1 carat diamonds are 6 millimeters. So if that gives you any idea of how important it is to get 12 to 14 millimeters, and you can't be scared by culture, because there's really not a lot of other ways to get a pink pearl like this. So you've got a chance to go ahead and pick them up. Plus, it's 18 inches in length. So that's what we've been doing. I'm so sorry to leave that out. For everybody who's scared that I was giving you a 14-inch length, I apologize. No, it's not. It's 18 inches, which is the length you've always, when I first brought pearl strands here, everyone, it was 16 every time. And y'all said, wait a minute, I don't wear 16 inches. So give us a little extra length. So we did that here, which means more pearls, but again, a status statement style. So 18 inches in length, and let's go ahead and give it 60 seconds. $10 on the increment, doesn't matter until we get the open. And then we'll do the pearl earrings, and we'll be done with our pearls for the month of June. It's our finale. Realize we only have 2 shows left in June, because it's going to be Saturday and Sunday, and then by the time I see you on Wednesday, it's July. So yes, it's going to be quite wild. So that's going to be amazing. But $1,500, or we can get you the pearl studs. Now the problem is the pearl studs are $1,500, so that's going to be a little more challenging to say, well, here they are. And we made them a little bit smaller because, well, a large 14. I don't know if you ever tried to put a 14 millimeter pearl in your ear, but is going to be pretty heavy with that, round pearl. So we're going to make the earrings going to be 10 millimeters just for reference, but the color's the same as you just saw. So collectors of pearls, and I know you've had a chance to get the goldens, which were more, the Tahitians, which were more, the white pearls, which were more, and I'm just trying to get the phone lines rocking on a Friday night because that's what we're here to do. We're here to party. So if you can't party on a Friday night, when can you? I mean, I can party on Mondays and Tuesdays. That's when I party. That's when although I must admit, tomorrow I'm partying. I have a very, very, very exciting night planned tomorrow. So, but that's just, girls got to have some fun every now and then. So I'm partying tomorrow. I'm going to be like the rest of the world and go party on a Saturday. But I'll still be with you bright and bushy-tailed on Sunday. I will. Probably a little brighter than normal, too, because I will have had a really good night seeing my favorite thing in the whole wide world. Anyone want to guess what I'm doing Saturday night? It's my favorite thing in the world besides going to a live sporting event. It's not a sporting event. It is not. It is not a sporting event. Place your bets. Take your guess. Do we have 1,500? Wonderful. We got the open and we got a bidder. A bidder. One single solitary bidder. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and make this last call. I guess so. Wild moments here on a Friday night. Your last call is now. We have that one bidder, so, now it's not an option. They're not coming back later. They're here now, and they will forever be gone once this 2-minute clock wraps up. $1,500, only $10 on the increment, so don't be scared. You're not going up in a $100 advance or $1,000 advance, which we probably should be doing on something like this. 12 to 14 millimeters all the way through. It's a very big size. Usually they top out at 12 millimeters. So it's pretty exciting to get 12 to 14 where you're going all the way up. That's that really big size. I'll show them to you on as well. Obviously you saw them from a distance, but I'll show them up against the neckline too. But let's give it a final 2 minutes as we also show them here on the hand. And there's one reference point, but here's the other around the neckline area, just because that's where we see our pendants and necklaces. And so to really see again what those look like from a distance away, and had I known these were here tonight, I would have brought a nice open neckline and a nice, purpley pink outfit. But that's where you really don't need to coordinate with the color. I think that color is soft enough where it's a chameleon of sorts, where it really looks good with a lot of different colors. You could be wearing a neutral, you could be wearing basics like I am, or you could really be doing softer pastels or a little bit brighter color, and it doesn't matter. It's going to work really, really well. There's something very ultra feminine. Stay with us because we'll have the pearl studs are going to have to be shifting in price tag a bit, given what we're seeing happen on this auction live. So $1,500, and again, the real deal, natural pearls from the mollusk, love that too. And they are at $1,500 only, and then we'll get to a big moonstone deal. I think a lot of auctions are going to be happening tonight because it's a great way to get you. Look at the savings here, saving a ton of money. There's $6,500 saved right now. If you think I'm kidding, I'm not kidding. It's a really big value, but again, giveaways are what we do, and Friday nights are some of the best ones all week. And then tomorrow, I know we're all anxiously awaiting a big yellow diamond bracelet coming up tomorrow. That's going to be very exciting. Yellow diamonds in a tennis bracelet, first time ever. And they're rounds. Because in my last few bracelets that I brought you a couple years ago, they were white diamonds. But you guys you weren't into the yellows. You weren't into the ovals, and you weren't into the fancy cuts we were bringing. So we love the round brilliance in bracelets. It creates the true tennis bracelet style. So we're going to have that for you tomorrow morning in yellow diamonds, and it is limited. As you can imagine, it's got diamonds going 7 inches around. So something for everybody. And something I know you guys have been asking for. Now, the earrings are next. This one's already gone, it looks like. Don't think we have any competitors for you. So $1,500 once, twice, 3 times, sold. Congratulations. And then here are the earrings that are the match in the color, of course, and then a little bit smaller as I referenced just because it's appropriate for your earring. And it's 113-1482. That's what they look like. They're going to bounce all around because our wheel's a little, it's a little rough. But take a look and let me see if I can come in a little closer. That's just a little lint that I'm going to take off that pearl, so please don't freak out. And then I'll show you here 10 millimeters on the diameter. And yeah, you can see them roll right around. They're also rounds, as we like to see. This is the sides. You can see that profile. And then, of course, you've got the 14 karat gold, which is going to be your backing, and you will get to choose, although it's not going to make a huge difference. You're not going to see a lot of the gold unless you're actually looking at the back of your lobe, which that seems quite impossible to do. I'm not sure you'll be able to do that. So you can choose white or yellow. And yes, Oh, okay. Like, who got that one? Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you, Ginger. All right, here's what we're going to do on the pearls in the earrings. 10 millimeters this time around. The gold is the backing, so the post, and the butterfly backing. So that's how that's going to break down. I'm going to show you one on the ear, of course, and 10 millimeters. If you're not familiar, there's approximately 25 millimeters in an inch, so that's just something you can carry with you. I know it helps me a lot sometimes when I'm doing just regular conversions in real life, but that's where we're talking about a 10 millimeters, so you're going to see what that looks like on, and the backing is still going to be your butterfly backing, and they really support each other, don't they? So no telling where that's going to go as I just simply try one on for you, or maybe it'll be nice and behave and stay right there. But here's the length if you want to translate it to the inches with the ruler like we normally do. And remember, you choose your gold color, and here's what they look like. And this could be a great gifting idea. You don't need to have the strand to have the matching earring to go with it. You can see there, 3/8 of an inch top to bottom in diameter approximately. This is what they look like from a distance away as well. I think it's just helpful to see how those look. And then there's still that really, really pretty look that you're getting, that elegance of that purple, almost mauve tones from a distance away, a lot of pink, a lot of saturated purples and lavenders as well, and a huge value when they were supposed to be $14.99. I think we can all see why that doesn't make a lot of sense going forward. So got to do better, and we'll make this a giftable moment, a really big giftable moment for anybody who wants to celebrate the lovely, unique, rare color that you're seeing here in gold, and then we'll be done with our pearls. And it's not 14 or 13 or 12. Actually, let's take them down to $999 and really see them out the door. Better yet, I want to get these phone lines ringing. It's our final pearl deal. So I say, let's just make sure that they go in a hurry. And we've actually got a couple pairs available. It's fewer than 10. But there's not going to be, so I'm not talking about hundreds of pairs here. We're talking about a couple of you could get them, which also means if you want to gift them to yourself and somebody else and then match, you can do that. Or two different, maybe 2 daughters, 2 granddaughters, whatever it is. We're going to do better than even $9.99. Huge value. I'm trying to put it in proportion with what we saw just happen, what we witnessed live together on that auction. And now we're needing to go even lower than 9 or 8 or 7 or 6 or $5.99. Really tough to even see a gold element in anything for that price tag. Watch this. $499 to the very first callers, and it will be yours. And you can get as many as you'd like, and I hope you will consider getting more than one, because that is not something we're likely to see again in that pink variety. And where there's, again, that saturation. I remember pink pearls way back when. And when we had a pink pearl, it'd usually be in a ring individually on its own, and they were very light in color. A traditional pink colored pearl is beautiful, but it's not usually this saturation. And then you get that pinky purple vibe, but also there's that blue-green shimmer. There's that pearlescence, as if you took, can you imagine if there was, imagine like a moonstone, and imagine the sheen we would see in a moonstone. Imagine if you could grind create a moonstone powder and roll it across this pearl. That's the look you have, but that's all just a really beautiful luster from the natural pearl. So we'll give them 60 seconds, then we got to go. Speaking of moonstone, I have one. I have a really affordable option for you for moonstone lovers. The big tanzanite is going to be here, and it's a beauty. It's our big one. It's the ultimate. It's a really, really important style. It's incredible. And I'm going to flash it one more time, because this is what is, I cannot wait to present this and show you what we can do on a tanzanite tonight that is almost 6 carats in size, in the perfect round. It is so well done with the diamonds, that classic mounting. That's one of my favorites all time. Not that you like what I like, but just again, I think as far as when you see a lot of jewelry, you kind of know what's popular, and you know what are the go-tos when you need something really classic, and that mounting is it. Also, we have an emerald deal. I'm going to blow out a quick emerald. And it's one that you've been asking about as well. I take great considerations into what you guys ask for. And when we have somebody of you that are, 1 person, 2 person, 3 people contacting me about, can you reduce something? I'm going to do that on this emerald next. Get ready. Emerald, one only. So we got to blow that out. Wait, do you see the price tag we're going to do on 1.25 carats? And then anything else you want to request. I haven't had a request yet tonight, and I would really love to hear from some of you. If you have anything you're looking for, I would love to try and help you out. But $4.99 on those earrings, that is affordable and wonderful and really pretty and classic and very ladylike. And we're still seeing, we're definitely seeing a trend towards ladylike again. We're seeing more of those really, I mean, boucle suits are back, and I mean, do they ever really go out of style? But really ladylike looks, a lot of spectator looks. Pearls are here. I mean, they're here to stay. We know they're classic, but I love the pink color. We're a little busy on the phone lines, obviously, so we're going for sellout, $4.99. Once they're gone, they're gone. We've only got a couple pairs left, and bear with us, we're a little light on operators tonight. So we'll make sure they all get out the door, and somebody's taking 2 pairs over there, which is wonderful to see. And we're working on some requests as well, and $4.99 is quite the value if you like those pearls. And then we've got our emerald coming up. This emerald is going to go so quickly. Remember how quickly the mandarin went? Well, we're going to see something I think very similar on this emerald and platinum. So keep calling on the pearls. And then Jason, you've got how many? All right, so 2 more pairs over here, 2 pairs there, and most people are getting sets of 2. Obviously, you're getting a pair, but I'm talking about 2 pairs. We got most people taking 2 for under $1,000, which is a really good idea. Please do that if you can. If you're not going to see these again, this is it. This is all on the pink pearls. We don't really showcase pearls outside the month of June, really at all. It's just not something we feature very often, so it's been really a lot of fun to be able to bring them to you this month. But here's the emerald, and keep calling on the pearls. We'll let you know when those are completely sold out. Here in the meantime is our 1 1/4 carat Colombian. Loving this one, loving the beauty, the color, the richness of this one. It's 1130517. Thrilled it's here. And thank you everybody on the pearls. Keep calling because the pearls still hanging out. And then we have, 1130517. Let's even come in closer. I am not scared of coming in extra, zoomed in, close up, show you every aspect of your Muso Colombian stone, which is our 1 1/4 emerald cut. It has huge diamonds. First of all, that's not your average halo. It's giving really big individual round brilliance all around the halo. Then they taper a bit for the sides. Diamond weight overall is 70 points. There is only one, just the one. Please dial early. Platinum is incredible, especially with emerald, what a contrast you get. This is as close as I can get, and look at that stone. Now, if you're seeing clarity like that little spot you're seeing is that's my tweezer reflecting behind it. It's absolutely, you can see it right there. It's absolutely transparent, which is really crazy to think about because we're excited when we see translucent emeralds. Look at this on the hand though. Didn't know if that'd fit, but it does. Okay, there we go. Little itty bitty size, but we can size it for you, no problem. So when it comes to emeralds, most of the time they're completely opaque. Look what's happening here. And yeah, it's a 1 1/4, but it looks more like a 2, 2 1/2. And this is, look at how bright, beautiful, amazing. I love the bigger diamonds, really showcasing it and framing it. You remember this one at $59.99. It is coming down to a new low. There have been some requests for this specific ring from multiple shoppers, multiple collectors, multiple emerald lovers. Now we get to bring it down even lower than $59, $49, $39, or $29.99. What just happened? Under $3,000, as good as gone. But there's an extra discount. It's Freebie Friday. I'm making everything really affordable just so that we can say thank you for being here. We know it's a light viewership night. We are ready to rock your world tomorrow as we do every single Saturday morning. But the emerald's not going to be here. Yes. Sure, we can do the pearls against the ear again. Sure, no problem. I love trying on pearls. Let's make this one. Please don't pay $29.99. I mean, who tells you that? Let me get you a better deal. And if you're not on the phone lines, come on in because this is one of the toughest stones in the world to get if you are a perfectionist. I am one of them. It's my birthstone. I'm a perfectionist in every single way, and especially with my gems and my jewelry. I want flawless. This is as close as it gets in an emerald without going synthetic or green glass. And it's not $29.99. And it's not $2,500. We just took another $500 discount. And it's not $24.99. First caller who says yes, it's $2,399. There, I did it, and it's going to be gone. And then we'll show the pearls again, which were 1131482, right after we find out who's got this incredible emerald. And again, what I would give anything to have 50 of those. I don't. I have one. That's it, and that'll be gone. So we'll see who's got it. And then $23.99. Can you believe it? Stays in platinum. We'll size it for you. It's about a size 4.5 now, but no problem to size it at all. Classic settings like that are pretty straightforward in their sizing. So we'll get to 1131482 again because we had somebody miss. Somebody missed the look on the ear, so we'll do that for you. Jason, do you have the emerald or something else? Okay, something else. Here, we'll take a look at these. Let's take a look at the pearls here very quickly again. On the ear. Oh, there they are. So there they go. So I don't have the backing, so I'm just holding them up with my tweezers, but you can get an idea of the size. Aren't those pretty? And from a distance, obviously I'm in the lower light here, but that's what allows you to see a lot of that pearlescence, that deeper lavender purple, all that gorgeous color from your 10 millimeters. And they do match the strand if you were lucky enough to get that one. So $4.99, back to the wheel we'll go to take a look at our emerald. Oh, no, no, we're not leaving that there. No, cannot leave that emerald for $23.99. Cannot leave that here. And congrats on the pearls. Did you get pearl earrings? Wonderful. We got to be close to sold out on those pearl earrings, I would imagine. And here we are at $23.99 on the emerald. Clean as can be. And I can go further back, of course, and we can show you even more. But that's for the scrutinizing look, where that's better than your eyes ever going to see. Just your naked eye looking at that stone, you would never be able to get quite that close unless you have the help of a loop that you're using with your eye. But look at how beautiful this green glow is. So stunning, and look what that does. An amazing stone. Try it out, and you got a money-back guarantee on everything you shop for as well. So that's very important. And then we have something else to look at, which is our copper bearing. There's a copper bearing purple Paraíba. The big spin is here. It's a huge one. It's almost 4 carats. And then we are at the bottom of the hour, so that means it is rubellite time. This is the one that glows somehow beyond the border of the stone. I don't know, sometimes I wish I had I'm sure there's some kind of technical gem term, but I am not familiar with it, but I just call it the glow beyond. You know, to glow and beyond here like nothing else when we are seeing, look at this rubellite. This is just so rare to find. And we are really sparse on our rubellite presentations because most rubellites are highly included. And the second you guys see an inclusion, we all just start to freak out because we get so accustomed to just seeing everything be so flawless and perfect. Well, here is our rubellite round, and that's specialty in and of itself, but then look at the glow. Here's an inherently included stone, much like the emerald we just saw. Different stones, but they both share that same characteristic of usually having a lot of visible inclusions. That's just part of their nature. It's part of what we have to accept about them. We have to accept that they're that way. Here's our 107 round rubellite. 68 points is the diamond weight, double halo diamonds down the sides. And all of that, and it's pricey. It should be. It should be. It's an important stone, and it's a round, and it's gleaming and glowing from every aspect. And there's another round rubellite here in our inventory. It's about 2 carat, and it's like $7,000. You've seen it. I keep putting it up because every time I think, this one's going to go. One person sees this, it's going to go get a home really quickly. And then it never happens because it's got that higher end price tag and worth every penny because that's just how rubellites roll. But we're looking here at item number 113-1385. It's our round. If you look at the stone, you can't even really necessarily focus on how big the stone is because the glow is so much more powerful. It's like it's almost as if the glow or the neon can't be contained by the borders of the stone itself. Take a look at it. It's our 107 with 68 points in diamonds. And I'm going to try it on. And I think what we need to do, because it's got the $9,500 price tag, $94.99 to be exact, I just want to make this doable. And here's your wearable design, not oversized, not too large. Okay, you saw that clarity from up close. Yeah, it gets even better. Just letting it move here in the light a little bit more. Outstanding. There's just nothing quite like a rubellite. We see neon tourmalines all the time. They usually have copper. This is giving you that neon glow without the presence of copper, but still with the status of being one of the highest end, most expensive tourmalines out there. And it's no longer $94.99. Let's make it happen. Auction time is back. What are we going to do here? Oh, I don't know. It's a really important rubellite, and I'm just already in trouble over the pearls. Let's do something a little bit wild here. Get it going. Welcome on in. The other rubellite I have, I can bring it out. I'd be happy to, but it's still, you know, it's expensive. And it's been reduced many times to get down to $79.99. This one I'm going to reduce on the spot. Actually, you're going to technically reduce this because you're going to get the value. You're going to save the money. You're going to get it for better than $94.99. You're going to go ahead and get the auction started. I hope if you love it, you can just choose any gold color you want as well. So there's another big option you have is that if I know they look great in yellow gold too. So if you only primarily wear yellow gold or prefer it or you want to try it, go ahead. No problem. But we got to make sure this goes lower than 9 or 8 or 7 or 6 or 5. I'm ready to get these phone lines rocking. I know that usually we get a little, we're in a little audience deficiency usually for the first couple hours of the show. And the problem is we only have 3. So usually 7:30 Pacific time, that's when we start to get busy on a Friday. I'm really showing you what we can do here in the meantime. And then everything starts to go from earlier, and you know how it goes. If you've ever seen a Friday, you know how it goes. Everything's flying out in the last 10 minutes. Here's your opportunity to get something special right here and now, not have to spend $5,000 or $4,000 or $3,000. I'm going to honestly tell you, I've been selling rubelites for a long time. They're not here every day, but sporadically you see them here and there offered, and they're never this price tag. Never. $3,000. Not going to be, it's not $3,000, it's not $2,500 either. We're starting at $2,000 for a round over 1 carat, glowing beyond. What's the key to rubelite, you ask? Very different from a pink tourmaline. It looks nothing like it. You can easily tell the difference. Look for reds. Look for reds, look for neons. Pink tourmalines can be soft, they can be pastel, they can be lighter, they can be more washed out feeling, they can be very, almost a dusty color. Rubelites cannot. Rubelites truly have that neon aspect where they're a real hot pinky raspberry red. And let's see, $2,000 to get it started, $10 on the increment, and your option, go ahead and go get power bids if you want to. But that is really wild to see a rubelite with that color and that neon, and $2,000 is what we're looking to get here on the ridiculously low open. But we got to move on. If we don't get the open too, we'll just find something else you might like. I even have ceramic earrings, gold woven with ceramic. You know, the ceramic that builds the space shuttles. It went through a resurgence in jewelry a couple years back, and we have a pair of gold and ceramic earrings if you'd like to see them. They're black ceramic, not white, black. And then we've got a really cool Paraíba pendant. We do have a mint tourmaline that looks like Paraíba as well. It's not going to be the price tag. I've got a bracelet that's got rubies and sapphires and emeralds all together. So plenty to show you, and we can bring out that are unexpected. But this is, okay, we have no open. I don't think it's the ring. I don't think it's the stone. I don't think it's the ring. I don't think that's the issue. I think it's probably the price tag. Which is probably just that situation of, is it too low? And if you're going, oh, who would ever say it's too low? A lot of people watch my show every day and go, your prices are too low. It can't be that good. Because I know jewelry. I do too. And you're right. You're absolutely right. If you've ever watched this show and said to yourself, that price is too low, I couldn't possibly be getting that great a quality for those types of prices, because I know jewelry prices and I know what you got to pay for the good stuff and I know what it should go for. You are absolutely right. But also, we got airtime to pay for. And we got Friday nights that we still got to be here because that's our schedule. So again, not probably prime time, but one of those opportunities where we still got to give away some jewelry to make the phones ring. So that's really the purpose behind an auction format in the first place. And it's not $2,000 because, by goodness, I know it's not the ring. The ring is gorgeous and it's really rare. And I'm talking to a lot of gem collectors out there that still probably don't all have a rubelite. This is one of the more difficult, elusive stones to get in your collection. So let's go lower than $2,000. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I'm going tonight. You know what? Skip 19. It's a weird number. Let's just go to $1,500. And that will do it. $1,500 to get it started instead. Looking for a lot of different callers and competitors out there with a low start price like that one. And let's see what happens. $1,500 with 60 seconds to get the open. Still have zircon earrings to show you. The Tanzanite's coming up at the top of the hour, 7 o'clock Pacific time. That's in 24 minutes, so you don't have long to wait for that. And I don't know, my emerald's still here, so that scares me. It spooks me out a little bit that the emerald's still here. But that is an option for you. So again, we know it gets busier as the night goes on a Friday. Let me know what you're thinking about right here and now so we can help you out, get those pieces before they're gone. And $1,500 with 35 seconds remaining to go. This is your last call to get in on the rubelite, another stone we don't see all that often. So a little bit tougher to gauge. Where should it be? What should it go for? But that is, take it from someone who does this for a living, who's been doing it for 26 years. That's an exquisite price out of rubelite that's clean, that's bright, that's neon, that's glowing, that's beautifully cut, where you actually see the, you can really see the Portuguese facet pattern there, which usually in a rubellite, you might not be able to make out individual facets typically. You can here. So that's really wild. And it's only at $1,500, but we have no open, so let's move on. We'll show you the ceramic earrings because they're just fun. And they're just a hoop lover's dream because they're a hoop in a little different style. We'll show those to you. Here are the hoops, ceramic and gold. Okay, and I'll just do a quick little giveaway on our ceramic. They look almost like if you've seen those $8,000 handbags. Yes, there are handbags. Somebody complained to me the other day that they said, how could anyone ever spend $500 on a handbag? And I'm like, oops, guilty. Actually, I don't know if I've ever spent $500 on a handbag because I don't think I've ever bought one that affordable before. Handbags are a lot of money if you like fine leathers. This reminds me of those $9,000 and $10,000 and $12,000 bags that have they're not made of gold, they're not made of diamonds, they're just made of leather. But they have the chain straps that weave the leather through the metal. Do we have, what's happening? Wait, what? Oh, I'm sorry, the delay is really long tonight. Apparently, hold on. We got a rubellite open maybe? Okay. Okay, so we do have, who is that? Wonderful, we got the rubellite open. Love to see that. No problem, it's right here, it didn't go far. So we'll get back to the ceramic and gold. That if you have that bag, you need those ceramic earrings because it looks like the chain straps on those really, really expensive French handbags. $1,500, yes, we are. So we do have the open. I just made it official, we've got the open. So we're at $1,500. Well, this has been happening. One and done auctions are a thing that I don't want it to be a thing too long because we start really, really low in the anticipation of getting a lot of activity and back and forth, and then that just doesn't seem to be happening. It's just a matter of summertime. This is our you know, it's so funny. There's a lot of networks that don't exist anymore, but they used to exist, and they would all take the summers off. You know, networks like ours where they sold just one specific product, and once June hit, it was over. And then they'd say, see you in October, and they would go off the air because summertime's a busier time when people aren't at home on, you know, watching TV as much. So this is where, again, you've got a great chance. This is like your own personal, like, auction of one. There aren't a lot of competitors. Obviously, when you put something to a low price like this and open that low on a stone so well regarded, so rare and so beautiful, and folks know, you know that. And to see one and done, we saw it on our pearls. We're seeing it again now on the rubellite. Amazing opportunity. That just means it's a sign to get in and get in quickly because you got savings here that you would never find any other time of year, truly. And let's go ahead and show it one more time. We're going to offer 2 final minutes to get in with that little tiny increment. Then we're going to go back to the ceramic and gold hoop earrings as well. So we'll bring those back out. But this is last call. 2 minutes left to go on our round rubellite. Yes, I'm going to show it on the hand again for you here. It looks so gorgeous. And yes, it's going to do exactly what the emerald did, where gorgeous up close, very bright and glowy, but then you see it really get to move when it's on the hand. That's where you really see how stunning, bright, glowing, and neon and rich that bright pinky red is. $1,500 when it's still got 68 points in diamonds, close to 3/4 of a carat, and that classic style mounting. And our final 80 seconds now remain. That is the time left you have to get on the phone lines here and give us a call. Got to be in before the clock hits 00. That's your last chance to call in bid. How we doing? I love it in yellow. So I look at it this way. Jewel tones, which this definitely is probably my favorite. That's rich purples, rich pinks, really rich reds. Love to see those in yellow. So if you're more of a yellow gold wearer, feel free to go ahead and get the yellow gold here. I think the rose gold's a no-no because I think it's going to clash. I really like, though, the richness of that stone in yellow gold. And then, of course, the white gold showing off the diamonds. Not that the yellow gold won't, but the white gold is why they selected it here to show off the white diamonds. But let's take a look at it up close because we're in our last 30 seconds here. You never know. We might be still entertaining a bid or two. I really, really hope just to get it away from 1,500, but that's wishful thinking. We are at 15 going once, twice, 3 times. It's 20 seconds left to make it official, and then we'll bring back the ceramic and gold hoops, which are very heavy gold, and it's really pretty. It'll be 112, 40, 165, by the way, just to get Tony ready on those hoop earrings, because that's a 1 pair of hoop and ceramic that I've got. It's the only piece I have like it. So we'll be seeing those shortly, but that's it. 15. Sold. Congratulations. Well done there. Here come the hoops back out to play. These are ceramic and gold together. These are separate links of ceramic. It's black, which is going to have a little bit of a sheen, like a metallic luster to it. It's not a natural stone. It's just a ceramic material it's known for being greatly durable. A lot of great designers have used ceramic for watches. Big, same designer I was just talking about that does the handbags like this with the straps that have the leather woven with the chain. They did a lot of ceramic watches back in the day. I know Dior did as well. A lot of, it's because it's durable. Not that you need to worry about that in the hoop earring, but you do love the fact it's got that little sheen, and then it looks like it's threaded through the gold links, which have that almost H style look when you see them upright, which I'll show you. They feel great. They've got a post and butterfly backing. They're going to be in the yellow gold only. The diameter is, well, I guess we can still call it a diameter. It's not a complete circle, so you'll see it's more of a C hoop, if you will. We sometimes say J hoop, but this is really more like the letter C. And the length of the hoop itself is going to be, I would say 7/8 actually. Yeah, 7/8. And then we'll show them on and give you a look. They're edgy. They just give you a little bit of edginess while still being a lot of gold in that link design. Here's what they look like. Oh, I love them on because you really see there's that contrast we enjoy seeing of the black and the gold. That's still that very cool classic spectator look. We're going to go back up close. Just wanted you to see what 7/8 of an inch looks like if you're not familiar. And we're going to make those $777. So easy, stays in the yellow gold. Really affordable way to get a gold hoop when we love our solid gold that I bring you every so often. It's going to be that solid yellow gold we love to see, but this one just mixes it up a little bit. Great for the hoop collectors to get you something a little unusual and different in your hoop earring, but that's only $777. So we'll give them 30 seconds. Then we're on our way. We got some great discounts. I do have a Kunzite Trillion. I've got a really pretty tourmaline. It looks like Paraíba. It's just called mint tourmaline. And it's actually got blues and greens and very clean. So we'll see that. Plus, we're only 17 minutes away from the top of the hour, and that's going to be our nearly 6-carat round tanzanite I keep showing. That is so incredible. Wait till you see the opportunity I'm going to put together, which is going to be equally as stunning. And we're going to do something really special with a big diamond weight. So that's going to be coming up for you at the top of the hour. Plus, we even have a rainbow moonstone. This has been the hottest stone, not just here, but also I'm seeing it pop up everywhere else too, only at some very, very hefty price tags, not like ours. So I'm going to do that coming up. But here's the minty Paraíba color. I mean, that is a Paraíba color, but it's a tourmaline with more of a 60-40. So green to blue, 60-40 would be the approximate ratio, I would say. And you do have this incredible larger oval. It's item number 1128229, and that's a 354, and it's lovely. And our wheel has stopped. Let me jog that back to life here. And it's also our really special diamond halo. It goes first, traditional round brilliance. Second to that, you get the outer baguettes, and that's that. 2 halos, but 2 different varieties of stone cuts there, and we'll blow them out just to make sure this one is obviously a one only. It's a white gold only as well. Then our moonstone's coming up for you. We'll do the moonstone coming up next, so that's going to be exciting. And then we're taking requests for the last hour after our tanzanite comes out. But this is a really important. I love the way the baguettes really do have this shine to them. They look like mirrors, and they really do give it a perfect border because I think that frames it. It gives it a completer, like a real frame. You know, there's still some kind of rough edges to prongs and round brilliance. This is really framing it in even a smooth way, where it even just gives you a smooth kind of sinewy feel as you touch it, as you wear it. Let me show it on the hand because it's a nice big stone. And if I had a 354 Paraíba, closely related, similar look, it'd be 50 or 60,000 bucks. And you'd all say, whoa, stop that. That's crazy. It's not crazy. It's what Paraíbas go for at their best value. How about, since a lot of us are saying no thanks to $60,000 price tags for one piece of jewelry, let's give you a better value. Look at the kind of brilliance. I mean, what's sparkling more? Is it the diamonds or the tourmaline? Because I feel like the tourmaline's really giving the diamonds a run for their money, and it's not even $6,000. So now we just made a big impact. With your drop in the price tag, it is a stunner. You see what's happening. That outer halo of the baguettes, everything is done to a T. It just feels like the perfect piece of jewelry. And yet white gold, if you love that, well, great. It's ready to go. Look at the clarity. Up close and personal, and you really see those blues shining through amongst the greens, and it's not 6,000, 5,000, 4,000, or 3. I'm blowing it out for $29.99, one caller on the mint green. looking like a Paraíba, but nowhere near the price tag you would even pay for a half-carat Paraíba. So that makes it even better. So big look, obviously no copper content that we know of, because it's one of those newer finds that haven't been tested for their chemical compound and makeup yet, but it certainly has the look of. So that's a nice feature to get. Then we also have, I will remind you, there's a 3-carat yellow diamond. There is a 1 3-carat O2 yellow diamond hanging out here. And it has been here far too long. So we are ready to drop it in price. We are ready to gift it to one of our shoppers. We are ready to say that 3 carats O2 is attainable in the biggest and best way. So just a reminder, this is also here and it's under $20,000. Please go scout out a natural 3-carat yellow diamond and look at how many digits and commas and zeros you got to add to find something like this in retail. It's our 302 yellow. It's item number 1125688. Just want to remind you, it's here. It needs a home. It really does. This is not a piece. When you think about this, they look all lovely out here on the air and under the bright lights. And anything that stays goes back in a dark vault, and they don't let me wear it. You know, it's not I can buy jewelry, and I do. But this is really where, don't you think this deserves, once and for all, to go out to somebody's home and be the next new piece that you wear, that you enjoy, that you put on every day, and don't hesitate. Diamonds, you can't hurt the diamonds. Yellow diamonds as well. They're going to have the same great durability and hardness that your white diamonds do. And the way we wear white diamonds, the same way you should consider wearing your yellow diamonds as well. It's a 302 natural VS stone. It is a cushion cut brilliant. It has got so much going on around it. 428 overall in your diamond weight here, and one only. It's also going to be, wow, under 100,000, yes, but that's obviously a price tag it's been in the past that left it here for a while. Now we're ready. Now we're ready. And it's under 20,000. Not even 19,999. One collar in the world. Let me show you how it's finished on the inside, because that is a priority. You want it to be comfortable. You need it to be made the right way so it can be comfortable on. And yes, we're going to get to the moonstone, but look at that ring. Here's what it looks like on the hand. It's not for the, yeah, this isn't for the jewelry novice. This isn't your starter piece necessarily, although it could be. I know plenty of people who start with 3-carat diamonds. They start with 3-carat diamonds, then they celebrate an anniversary and they upgrade from there. That's fine. Maybe your upgrade is the yellow. The yellow is the upgrade, because obviously a lot of diamonds mostly are white diamonds. So it's nice to get that extra exotic color. And it's not 19,000. It's not even, yeah, 18,999. We're taking it to crazy eights and going 18,888 for one collar, because somebody deserves to see this at home and try it out. And when you think about, well, you could put $9,400 on a credit card and then do it that way too, and then do $9,494, and that makes it even $9,444 technically. But you get the idea. If you want to split it up, and that makes it easier, because if you don't want to put 20 grand on one credit card, I understand. So, you know, that make it, you know, maybe your credit card payments are staggered a bit, so it makes it a little more digestible. If you half and half split it, no problem. But that's where, again, what you can't do is this price. This would be, if there was such a thing as, like, I don't know, layaway at Cartier. Okay, they don't do that, by the way. But if there was, okay, you could do this for years and years and years on end, right? And not to put them on the spot, because I'm just talking about, name a designer who has big, fancy yellows. There aren't many out there. You got to go high end. It's not the basic mall store. It's not necessarily the mom and pop down the street. It's something you got to go real high end to even find the likes of. If you're even interested in this ilk of diamond, you're going to high end. And there's nothing in those stores for this price tag. So this is really important. Not even the enamel pieces, right? The enamel gets more expensive. So it's just all about value. And it's about knowing where to go, knowing where to shop, knowing how to get the most bang for your buck, as the saying goes. This is a lot more than bang. This is sparkle. This is brilliance. This is scintillation. This is all of that. And that's why somebody needs to experience what this looks like. Television cameras, great lights, it cannot do it justice. You have to really see this in person. And I invite you to try it, because I know, as a jewelry lover, I'm more than a lover of jewelry. What's the term? I'm really more passionate, yes, but I'm really obsessed with jewelry, especially with diamonds. And I've got to say, I just don't think we can do any justice till you see it at home. Put it on your hand, feel the beauty. That means the weight, the way it's made. feel the incredible importance of that mounting in that 18 karat gold that is two-tone to match with all the diamonds that are around it. It's very impressive. All right, so now it's moonstone time. I just have to, every so often I have to remind you that's here, because one of these days somebody's gonna say, enough with it, I gotta just see it. I gotta get it at home. That rings for me. And if that, and I don't mean for me, I mean somebody should be saying that, and if it is, give it a try. And if you ever want to just resell it, well, you're instantly profiting too that way. So that's no problem either. I literally had a friend of mine, she just had me sell her diamond because she upgraded. That's why I made that reference that some people start with 3 karat yellow diamonds. One of my dearest friends, she got engaged years ago. She just celebrated a 10-year anniversary. She upgraded her diamond as the 10-year anniversary celebration. So her 3 karat was sold, not here on this show, not this ring, but it was sold for, I know you'd have to add a digit to that and move the comma over. It was close to $200,000. So there's just a really big value there with the 3 karat natural diamond like you're seeing. Now here is our moonstone. Look at this. I know we're in the last call on moonstone. So first of all, I want to let you know where we stand, because for a minute here, for the last several months, I would say, it's been really pretty, it's been a regularly occurring stone, and it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful to see it. I'm so thrilled that you've been loving it the way you have. We're going to show you 1130-494 out of all the moonstones. And yes, they get pretty pricey as they get into bigger sizes. We're very excited and proud to bring this pear shape to you and get it a new discounted price. And I need a caller really quickly because we have the top of the hour rolling up on us pretty quickly, 8 minutes away till we get to that 6 karat round tanzanite that is so gorgeous. We have a 121 moonstone here. It's our pear shape. It's fancy facet pattern, which is why it's so alive with these colors. Very bright, very bold. And this is usually, you've got to go to usually the 6 or the 7 carats to get this price. Now, or rather to get this color. The price tag on the 6 or 7 carats, I've got a few sitting here next to me in this box. They tend to be closer to $10,000. I want to try and prevent $10,000 price tags unless it's a 3 karat yellow diamond. So here we are with our very, very special 121. Come on over and take a look at it. We're going to do a gold color change if you'd like to. So no problem there. We can do white, yellow, or rose. Okay. 121 on the pear. I have found outside of the rounds, I think the pears give us the most delightful colors. All the different colorways, all the different rainbow pastels. It's also 53 points in diamonds. They do the halo classically, yes, but then give a little extra point to the sides. And here's what it looks like on the hand. Set it any way you want. I'll show you both ways. Yes, it's got a little bit of that sun glow. I like that, where it's a little orange coming across the top surface, but then immediately, no, there's the green, the pink, the purple, the red, the yellows, every color. Now here's a little flip on the angle here. So you can see that extra look, just to show you what looks to me like upright, at least to you all at home. And that is the Moonstone Classic. Now we are just wrapping these up. Private collection stones. I've got a few of the larger ones still here because, again, they're about $10,000. So some pieces still remain in our inventory, but if you want something on the more affordable, like under $5,000, go here. And let's not do $49.99 either. We have 5 minutes left to go till our top of the hour in our Tanzanite. It's our last hour will be upon us. We're ready to help you shop. I hope a request or two will come in. That would just make my evening. That would make my day. It would be so exciting to be able to show you a request or two before we go. I think that would be delightful. So please feel free to get those in. If there's anything at all, a stone, a category, a style that you like that I can bring out. But this is, well, it's a top of the hour preview. Precursor to our top of the hour special. I'm always going to bring a big value at the top of the hour because we got to get your attention. But also, this is the right before the top of the hour preview. We're going to go really, really, really low on this one. I just need, I hope you're dialing in now. You just never know what you're going to see on a live show, do you? You never know. You never know what kind of crazy discounted price tag I'm going to pull for you to get the most ultimate value on a moonstone when we realize we have no more. These private collection stones are fleeting moments. They are limited, and once they're gone, they're gone. Nothing else I can bring out. When I run out of stones, I run out of stones. There's nothing else I can make. So it's all based on the stones. And once the stones are done, nothing we can do. So instead of $49.99, Jason, are you already thinking about this one? Anybody thinking about it? Or we have, okay, so we're getting requests in. Good. Nobody's on this one yet. It just gives you a nice, clear, wide open runway to be first on the phone lines, which you'll need to be. Because what a value we have set and ready to go. It is no longer This is not $49 or $39 or $29 or $19.99. Over a half carat in VS chunky diamonds. And the gorgeous faceting of the moonstone pair. How can I help you? Yes, congratulations. It's gorgeous. Who got it? Wonderful. Way to go, Gary. Thank you. That moonstone, the mint tourmaline is gone. That pot of Eva looked like. Now we need a moonstone collar. Uh-oh. I've already gone too low at $19.99. That's obvious. That's obvious when you got a $5,000 ring. Keep it going. White, yellow, rose, not even $19.90. Now, what on earth do I need to do to make sure we're all ready for this Tanzanite deal that awaits us? It's so good. But right now, I know, we're all trying to think about, wait a minute, but I need that yellow diamond bracelet tomorrow morning. I know, I'm thinking about that too. Now, I have the sad news of knowing I'm never going to get one because there aren't too many to go around, and I'm going to sell that thing out so fast. But again, yellow diamond tennis bracelet for the first time ever tomorrow. In the show, in the morning, we start at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Just a reminder, I got to make sure everyone's here. It's limited. It's limited, right? Tony, yeah, I'm talking to you. He's like, yeah, I know. I'll be here. I'll be here. I'll be here. I'm kidding. He's always here. He's always on time. We're always here, ready to go. Let's not even do 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. I don't know what's going to take, Tone. I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know. I don't know, but I know I have 2 minutes till we get to Tanzanite, and we might just be awaiting that one as well. What about 14, 13, 12? I can't do this. I can't make this price happen. This is too low. The gold band costs more, everybody. We're there. It's not $12.99, but I also got to see it out the door before our Tanzanite top of the hour, which is major. And this is not 12. Apparently not. $11.99? $10.99? Well, I know there's like a 2.5 minute delay today, so I would say run. Run to the phones, get on the lines, dial as quickly as you can, because this is not here at this moment because it's lacking in value or lacking in quality. It's just about who's going to be first. As we have now 90 seconds to go till our top of the hour, I will make this $999. There you go. It's a price we don't see. And we're just going to do it as quickly as we say, Rainbow Moonstone Private Collection, last of its kind. Let's go. $999 gets it to you. And yes, we do. Yellow diamond bracelet tomorrow, 360 of carat weight. They're huge stones. They're diamond, round brilliance. They're yellows and they're natural. And they're set in gold, which, you know how tough it is to make a gold bracelet these days? A solid yellow gold bracelet. This is why we haven't been making any bracelets. I looked it up this afternoon. The last time we made a new, now you've seen bracelets. I know you've seen them. But I'm talking about the last time we made a bracelet, like made it with today's gold era price. We have not made a new bracelet in 8.5 months. Basically, it coincides with when gold was going absolutely crazy bonkers. And I know what you're thinking. Well, why would now be the time you're bringing a yellow diamond tennis bracelet? I'll tell you tomorrow. I'll tell you why it's a deal, and it's a deal. And it should be like $50,000 here. It's not going to be. So let me get our moonstone. I don't know why it's the wheel. It's just all over the place, but look at that. That's still here. Well, apparently I have lost any ability to sell jewelry, so I'm looking for a new career apparently, because if you have any ideas, let me know. Because if that is still here at $9.99, I got to be looking for something else to do. Welcome in, everybody. We got 20 seconds technically till the top of the hour. So I guess we'll give this a final look, but this should not be here at $9.99. And I know I'm getting excited about tomorrow morning already because bracelet. Yellow diamond tennis bracelet is tomorrow morning, but let's take our last look at our moonstone. That's got to go. Got to go. $9.99. We got a big Tanzanite coming up, which is perhaps what everyone's waiting on. And I understand that too, because there's a really important Tanzanite coming your way for our top of the hour on a Friday night. And we're live, and we're looking for requests, and we've got another hour left to go. And here we are. 7 o'clock has arrived, and now I feel like we need to strike up the orchestra right now. We need to really have some fanfare for this next one, because this next ring, it's my dream ring, number one. I still don't have a blue wing block D because they all sell. And everyone I've fallen in love with goes. And I'm going, really? Wait, first of all, can we just say for those that just popped in the last 40 seconds at the top of the hour, because maybe Jeopardy ended and, you feel brilliant now. You know what? I get frustrated when I watch that show because I'm so educated and I'm well read and I've got a college degree and all these things, and that's a really challenging show. So if you're just tuning in, the whole point is whatever you've been doing on this Friday night, we're so glad to have you with us. Thank you for spending a little bit of your time. It means the world, not just to me, but to all of us. I'm up here hanging out with you and you see me, but there's other of us hanging out behind the scenes with you, and we're awfully glad to have your company on a Friday night. So thank you for that. Also, we have a moonstone here that's still here at $9.99. I don't know why that price isn't resonating, but it's a really, really important price tag that saves you thousands. So just want to show it to you one more time, then we're going to get to our Tanzanite top of the hour, and we'll explain. We'll give you the dream. The dream ring is here. Tanzanite in a round. Let's show it. 113-1557. The moonstone's staying with me. Okay, gladly. I don't have one yet. I'd like one. Right, here we go. And this one also, now I'm not even going to even talk like there's a possibility I'm taking this one home tonight because I know better. It's especially, listen, if I wanted to take it home, I would just give you a hefty, nice, normal TVON price tag and let it sit here. But I'm so really, when you do this for a living, you get really addicted to the idea that I get addicted to your emails and your phone calls and your words of thanks. And when you call me or message me or tell me in any way, your shape, form you do it, that you love your pieces and the words are always the same. I know I never could have afforded a piece of that quality without TVON, so thank you. I share those words with everybody at TVON all the time when I get those messages because it is a fact and it is true. And it is really, it comes particularly in focus when we have a piece like this, that this is, first of all, nowhere else, as you well know. It's our TVON exclusive. Nobody else has this quality. And there's great quality out there, but nobody has this level of quality. So that's the first thing. We're talking about a 14 karat gold setting, and we're giving you a stone that gives you sparkle and brilliance as well as great color, because this is a stone that, number one, we talk about color saturation. But it's a 5 karat 62 Portuguese cut round that's giving life and reds all the way out to the very edge of the stone, literally the border, which is called the girdle of the stone. That is that outside perimeter that you're seeing, where, if you look at it from this angle, where the table facet meets the crown facets, and then where the crown facets meet the pavilion facets, which are underneath, that's that edge, that's that widest point, that's that diameter, that's that girdle of the stone. So it has a huge diamond weight as well. Most of our Tanzanite rings don't come close to this level of diamond weight, but this stone deserved it. You dress it up a little more. It's deserving of the best. We have a 1 karat 32 diamond weight in and around this Tanzanite. Spectacular. It is so incredible. And it also is side-to-side diamonds. I have been showing this, yes, flashing it here and there throughout the last previous 2 hours. So a few of you know about it. A few of you have been waiting on it, are excited for it. I'm right there with you. And this is something so important and so special. Now I want to try it on to show you what it looks like because it's balanced across the hand. And although it's a nice large stone, it's not oversized. This is the carat weight that I get requests for every single day. We want more of this particular carat weight. However, we're done. This private collection, what's here is here and what's here is set. So there's no hope of saying, can you give us a little bit more? Or, hey, open up that back vault collection. There's no more. We got it all from the beginning in 2018, and we've gone through that for the last many years. So now get to bring you this huge value, and if I left it here at $22,799, we can leave it here and we can all look at it and think about the what ifs. And then you can say, Lolo, you open your wallet and you get that dream piece you've always wanted. But here's the issue. I am so addicted to the fact that we get to make pieces that are extraordinary and we get to make them affordable. We do. Because what I deliver to you is not just the quality you see here on the air that is the best in the world, but what is also, and maybe arguably more important, is the value that makes it doable, makes it possible. Because otherwise, there's no other place to find this Tanzanite in the first place. And then if you found anything even close or similar, the price tags are crazy money. Why spend more to get less? Never want you to do that. So I really get very into the idea of getting you the opportunity, opening the door, saying by being here, you get the opportunity to own the best in the world, save a bunch of money doing it. That's exactly what we're going to offer right now. So it's less than $22,800. We're going to put it on the auction block. Actually, skip that. Not going to. I have a better idea. This is going to be heavily reduced, and feel free to dial in. If you dial in and the price isn't the best you've ever seen, you can hang right up. I'm not obligating you to buy anything. I don't do that. Obviously, that's not what we're here to do. Take a look, though, and watch what I'm thinking. I think that what we need is a caller right now, because also there's a value that you've seen out there. There's $3,800 a carat. I told you that was the JCK show back in early June, $3,800 a carat wholesale. Trading dealer to dealer for not such great quality. Okay, $3,800 a carat, yeah. Nobody here is going to pay that because I've spoiled you for years. But just for the record, if you're curious, that's around 22 grand. Right where we're at. Okay, so that's wholesale. Although that's free diamonds and gold. So there's that situation. That's why that price is completely for anybody who's saying, oh, she's never going to get that. Of course not, because I always want to make sure it gets a home. That's the wholesale price on the stone, though, let's realize. So there's a really a big argument to be made that that's a great value because we're still giving you free gold, free diamonds, and a wholesale price per carat. But I'm not asking for $22,000 or $11,000, which is half, or $10,000, which is even better, or $99.99. The round is what gives you the incredible sparkle. It gives you the incredible brilliance and beauty where you're seeing every time it moves, no matter where the light hits it, that every facet is capable of glowing red. And that's not how typical tanzanite, even great quality, works. Now, for anybody who says, I see lines, I see issues. I had that question the other day. Someone was looking at me move a tanzanite, and they said, I see something. You're looking at the outside of the table facet. Do you see where the table facet, there's your better angle at it. See that? There's the table facet. It's actually more like an octagon cut, so that's what you're seeing reflecting. See that right about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock? And then I move it this way, and then you see a little light hit off a facet that's right about 4 o'clock there. That's the table faceting. There's no surface issues with the stone. It's completely smooth. It's all that. Beautiful imperfection. We have a problem. We have nobody on the phone lines, which either we can take two ways. Either you don't like the ring or you don't like the price. I don't think it's the ring's issue. I don't think it's that at all. I think it's probably the price tag, and that makes total sense. And I applaud you for staying back and saying, you know what? Force her hand. Let's do a better value. Let's do it right now. Let's not even do $9,000, $8,000, $7,000, $6,000, $5,000 is under $1,000 a carat. Who else in the world is doing that? And if you're saying, no, I saw some really bad material going for $600. Okay, great. Let's give you really the best material. Best. No better. There is no better in this world than what we're offering to you right now. And it's not going to be $5,000, under $1,000 a carat with the bigger diamond mounting. This is not 40, 50 points. This is a carat 32. So we're talking major diamond mounting, side to side, and to support a bigger stone and more diamonds, you need more gold. So that's the other thing. And it's not 49. I'll just give the quickest deal ever. Auctions have not produced a lot of bidders tonight, so I don't think that's always smart. Plus, I'd have to start at more than $49.99 anyways for the auction to begin. So let's just take it on down to what's going to make it the single best value in tanzanite I can imagine. And rounds are supposed to be more money, not less. So I have absolutely no right to be taking this down to a discounted price tag, but I will, and I am, and it's not even $39.99. All you have to do is call. You can hang up if it's not for you. If you don't think this price is the best one you've ever seen, that's fine. I never, ever want you to doubt the values because nobody's going to do it like we do. But this is going lower than $39.99, and what you cannot do is get it after somebody else says yes. So it's now to get on the lines or never, because I don't know. I got to keep dropping it till it goes. And it's absolutely outstanding. I can't get enough of it, and I know that there's only one area it sits on the wheel. That's why I lift it up to see it at eye level and show you that beauty. Show you that amazing richness, brilliance, bright reds. How about $39.99? How about $3,800? What can we do? And it's like a reverse auction at this point. I keep dropping it till someone says sold. That's kind of what it is. What did they used to call it? Dutch auctions? Is that what they called them? Something like that. This is not 38. Just go ahead and say sold. You'll be thrilled you got it. And you do have a money back guarantee, so that's like your safety net just in case you're brand new and you've never experienced jewelry off of TV and you knew that there was jewelry on TV, but you didn't know there was high quality jewelry on TV. Yes, there is. And what's with the pricing? What's with the tiny little price on the natural VS diamonds that's a carat and a third? And what's with all that solid gold that's going to be your choice of gold color? White, yellow, or rose? 38, 37, 36, 35, 99. We are right now And I'm reminding you that there's a lot of diamond weight here. We don't usually see this diamond weight. But with that said, a 5 carat 62, right? That right now is $640 a carat. Unbelievable. This is the round. It should go for 60 to 70% premium price tags. More than an oval, more than a cushion, more than a pear shape, more than a square cushion. And we're not asking for 35 or 34 or 33. I have blown past the stop what you're doing, reduced price tag, and we're going even lower just because this is what I feel we need to do. I do this every Friday night, never miss a Friday. Never miss a Friday. We're always going to preview what's coming up, the big deal for the weekend. We're always going to give you some free opportunities here, and I'm talking like something free going on here. A 562 for $33.99. Let's go even lower. 30, and it's a good thing we said no auction because we would have started at $5,500 in auction. True story. If this were an auction, I would have had to have started at $5,500 just to start the auction as a starting point. And we've been getting opens, but not much else. So I'm just giving you the value. We're saving you the money. It's just really a lesson in who can speed dial. Speed dial, redial, however you can get in on that phone number. I feel like this is TVON day because it's 626. Did anyone else think of that today? I looked at the date. 62626 is the date today. 62626. And I'm thinking, that's like TVON day, because we got a lot of 626s in our phone number there. So I feel like, yeah, it feels like now if it was back in 1987, that'd be even more so, right? If it was 62687, but still close enough. I proclaim this from here forth, TVON day. And what a way to celebrate with Tanzanite. Take a look at this one. Really our best of the best in what we do here. And no longer 33 or 32 or 30. Well, you've broken me down. You've really just, you guys really, it's the value of the night for sure. And it's not $31.99. I got to figure out what's left after this. I mean, how do you follow something like this? This should be the end of the show. This should be the be-all, end-all. What do I do to rival this value here? And you know what? Skip $3,099. Let's go even lower. Make it $2,999. And it'll be the best purchase you ever make from me. Hands down, bar none. Let's see it out the door in your favorite gold color and your size and shipped to you for free. And the $23,000 nearly ring is now under $3,000. That's the best part. And if you don't take it, I will. But obviously, that's not even an option. And I don't know what keeps getting on my wheel. But look at that. The wheels. It's happy at the moment. I haven't had to bring it back to life in a bit. So that's good news. The wheel's back. It's back. And we're going to show you, I do have an emerald recap. We got a couple recaps before we go. We're about 45 minutes away from saying farewell, ta-ta for the evening. And then we'll see you right back early in the morning. But we have a very, very special couple of things I want to show you. We have our yellow diamond pendant. We have our really important zircon earrings I still have yet to show you as well. And $29.99. I got to show it on the hand again. Although I warn you, the more I try it on, the more I never want to take this off. And it's so comfortable. For those that say, oh, I don't know, it's a big ring. Listen, you know how many people I've turned on to bigger jewelry? They started watching the show years ago and they were like, I would never wear that big jewelry. And then over the years, they said, oh, let me try something. Let me try something larger in size. Let me see what a big gemstone looks like on my hand. Let's see what it feels like. And then all of a sudden, poof, they're converted. They're big jewelry gem gals from here on out. And then it's like, we can't get enough, right? Try it out. Even if you think it's too large, it's not. It's really comfortable. It's really bold. Do you have a question, Jason? Yes, it is. It is. It is a Portuguese cut round. I'll be able to point that out to you in more detail when we see it up close as well. But you can see it now. You see the end result. You see what happens when you get a Portuguese cut round. You're seeing the end result, which is what? Fire, flash, brilliance, neon, vivid purples, bright neon, bright blues. These indescribable combinations of blue, yes, primarily blue first. The lower quality tanzanite's purple first. Purple leads in the lower quality. When you get a better quality and a more saturation, you get the blue leading. That's why it's called blue wing. It was called that from the moment it was discovered, that one vein of that 1D block, which has now long been obsolete, long been mined out. That's why they call it blue wing, because it's the blue color that leads, but also you see all the magnetic, amazing reds. That's that trichroism that usually, I laugh because, you know, people love to talk about trichroism, but most of the tanzanites that are out there don't exhibit exhibit any trichroism. There's always that missing third color. Like, okay, I can see the purple, I can see the blue, but where's the red? And Blue Wing Block D not only has the red so eye visible, but it's actually what I think oftentimes leads and what jumps out first and what makes the biggest impression are indeed the reds that are inherently glowing from within the stone. And one of those bigger diamond weights, a carat 32, which we don't often see, did that answer their questions about the cutting? Yeah, so they just want to call in and see what a Portuguese cut. So if you're not familiar, there's really two main proponents. You can cut rounds in a lot of ways. There's the rose cut from way back when, which is kind of old world cutting before they had all the techniques and the physics behind how to really maximize the brilliance of a cut. So there was the rose cuts, which you've seen in antique jewelry and estate jewelry and vintage jewelry. There's rose cuts, which don't have a lot of sparkle. And then it's a very kind of rudimentary type of facet pattern. And then there's the brilliant cut that we see a lot in diamonds. You're seeing it actually for all of those round brilliant diamonds. You see the brilliant cut. But then there's the Portuguese cutting, which really, in a way, if you look at the facet pattern, it almost looks as if it's a floral or a petal, if you will. That's Portuguese cutting. It's a cut that's really been credited to the Brazilians, who actually have some of the best gem cutting centers in the world. A lot of the Brazilians I know are leaders in gemstone mining. They're also leaders in gemstone distribution, but they're also really very closely and inextricably linked to great cutters as well. And so the Portuguese cut is really inherently known to be some of the best way to cut around, especially in color. We don't usually use the Portuguese cut for diamonds because of their different refraction level, and their brilliance is maximized with the Tolkowski cut round, as we call it, which is known as the brilliant cut. But this is the Portuguese cut we see for a lot of great colored stones, and it really maximizes the beauty, the depth, the brilliance of a stone like tanzanite. So very excited to have that. $29.99. We're going to show you some zircon earrings. I don't think we have any requests as of yet. Still waiting on that first elusive request of the night. Hope we'll get one or two of those in before we go, which is only about 40 minutes away. But I do have zircon earrings here, and we saw a couple of great zircons earlier in the show tonight. But, and I do have drops, by the way. So I told you there will be two different options in earrings. If you want drops, we have them. If you want studs, they're here. But they are going to be definitely more affordable in the stud earring version that you see right here tonight. So that would be the fabulous blue zircon match pair. And let me know if anybody took that tanzanite, because I was so kind of caught up in giving you a little lesson in tanzanites and Blue Wing Block D and cutting and all that I wasn't paying much attention to what's happening out there. But now we're talking zircons and zircon earrings matched up, and these beautiful blues that are north, south, or east or west, or however you want to wear them. It's 113-1609, and that is a bright turquoisey, like what we saw in the pendant earlier, which did get its home, right? I think the blue zircon pendant, did that go, Jason? Do you remember? I think it did, right? The blue zircon pendant that we had for $4.99, I think somebody got that, right? I'm just trying to remember, was it the sapphire or the zircon? I think it was the zircon. But we have the earring studs here, which are going to be the 1 carat 68. So you've got a really nice size, about 85 points or so each. And then surrounded by a halo in diamonds, that's 18 points. And we'll show them on. And there's a post and a butterfly backing. The post is towards the top end of the oval. So they're really meant to be. The thought process is you're probably going to wear them in this direction when they're on the ear, north to south. We'll give you a measurement here, the halo, and guess what? You can choose your gold color, white, yellow, or rose gold on the zircon earrings. Look at that. They are fabulous. 3/8 of an inch. They fall right between 1/4 and 1/2 inch in length. And then I'll show one on as well. These are just fantastic. I love the turquoisey brights. That's what this is giving you. Sometimes zircons are more deep, dark navy. These are really turquoisey, bright blues. They just look electrified. They do, don't they? They look extra vibrant. Like somehow there's, it's a miracle of Mother Nature, and they are mined out, by the way, so no hope of getting any more. We're working off of why we have them and most people don't is because we were some of, I'll never forget, when I first started in the business, obviously TVON wasn't around 26 years ago, and when I first started in the business at my first major national network that I worked at, that was Nationwide Broadcasting, and that was in 2004. I worked at some smaller, a smaller network before that, but that wasn't really nationwide. We only had about 200,000 viewers. It was, yeah, it was just Florida and South Carolina. So we didn't, a lot of us didn't meet till 2004. And yet that's when I met the family that owns TVON, because they actually provided that network with zircons and among many other stones. But zircons was the first time I ever saw this incredible zircon, and I loved hearing about, they were actually gifted from the miners at the time. They were gifted these stones, and then they were lucky enough to be able to share them, and now we still are. But there's no new material because this is all still working from a private collection that was mostly gifted to the ownership here. So really exciting to be able to bring, it's really the foundation of this network, is to bring exotic stones that you wouldn't find anywhere else to you at a better price tag than anybody else ever could. I'm sorry. The violent shaking is the wheel, so I apologize for that. The wheel's still a little off, but and now that happened. But here we are, just giving you a really big value, so please bear with us on the wheel. It's got a mind of its own these days. But we are doing a better value than, no, I'm not loving 1888, so I'll just go ahead and take that on down, and we'll discount them right now to $999 if you'd like to go ahead and get those for a blue zircon lover. We do have the drops, which are very much more money, so consider that. But we do have, for example, I've got 7 carats of total gem weight in my drop earrings that are zircon, so they would be highly elevated in the price tag. But I'd still be happy to show them to you if you'd like to see them. And this is where you get the gold option too, the yellow, the white, the rose. So that's completely up to you. We do have a big discount on a copper bearing that's still to come. Also, our huge color change fiend. There was a museum masterpiece earlier. It was a 32 karat zircon in the pink variety. And I had my big emerald. So we've got the 1 carat 25 emerald we got to recap for you as well. And don't forget about the yellow diamond. And that's the 302 that's still hanging out here. We'd love to help you out with that one. And anything else. Oh gosh, that's just annoying me. I don't know how you guys are handling it, but I'm so sorry for that shaking on the wheel. Yes? Can you show the back of the 562 Sure can, yeah. Just real quick, I neglected to show you guys something. I neglected to show you the back of the tanzanite. So let me just show that really quickly here on the inside of that tanzanite. This one may be gone, but take a look at the back. So we don't want to take away from the cutting the stone, as we talked extensively about. So this is what's acting as your under gallery. There's a top and bottom support system underneath. And how cool is that, by the way, to see the inside and see the amounts of red coming from the inside of that tanzanite? That you don't see very often. Red flashes from the culet and from the pavilion. That's pretty impressive. And then that support system, it's perfect. If I would wear it, if it's good enough for my collection, I know you're gonna love it. Try it out. And if it's not already gone, again, I haven't had my update on that, but it's a really important piece. And then there are the zircon earrings that are still here for $9.99 at the moment. But again, lots to do. We still got a little bit of time. We've got a couple recaps as well. And one of them is that big emerald. And then I did have a yellow sapphire pendant earlier. We had that lagoon tourmaline, which was that blue-green variety. A couple of $9.99 pieces were here too, in addition to the earrings. Had a $9.99 ruby, a $9.99 kunzite, our big conch pearl that was $24.99, a diaspora as well. Did that help out, Jason? Okay. What else? Kunzite, emerald earrings. We got drop emerald earrings too, like really, in a way, vintage looking. What do you think of these? Let me just pop these in for a look. Since we don't see too many drop emerald earrings, that's for sure. I am going to give these a flash, and we're going to do a nice discount. And there's a very important reason these don't get out here very often. They were $21,000. Let me bring this emerald earring into focus here for you. It's 112-8896. And they have, to me, a little bit of a vintage antique feel. And we don't sell used jewelry, just keep that in mind. I know everyone else in fine jewelry seems to, we don't. Just all new, made for you. But sometimes doesn't mean we can't revisit an old world style, and that's what this does here. The item number is 112-8896, and they're platinum. And they may have never been on the air before because, well, $21,000. It's 1 carat 98 of emeralds and 150 in diamonds. And a length that is, let's see, I could estimate it, but it's better to just show you exactly the length, 1.5 inches there. 1.5 inches top to bottom, post and butterfly backings in the platinum, and a matched pair of emerald cut emeralds that are just about a carat apiece. Really important earrings here. I'm going to show you one up close too. Why not? And then I'll try one on as well. And you're going to see both. Oh, these may be really, yeah, there's a lot of movement to this earring. So they may not, there's actually movement here I'll show you. See how that's actually all moving? That's like a chain link almost. All those different links of baskets are linked together. There's your big emerald. That's your huge diamond up top. That's a nice big marquise cut. And then round brilliance the rest of the way. The emerald is outstanding. Let me show you the other one too, just so you can see the up close matching here that they give you. And then, oh yeah, we're going to discount them. They're not 22,000 or 21,000. 21,999. So I've rounded up and I've rounded down. But now we're going to show you, let me clean that one up. I'm going to show you what they look like on. This is a beautiful idea in an emerald earring drop. We don't see studs or drops very often in emeralds because why? Inherently difficult to match. Emeralds are always going to have a couple of things going on. They got the colors that need to match. They've got the clarity, the cutting. It's really difficult to get two emerald stones that look like twins. And so it's rare. And look how beautiful that is. Those could have been Victorian. They really are just specialty. And look at that. Doesn't that tell you something when you see the distance away and you see how far away and lower lighting and still the way those are glowing the way they are? It is impressive. And the hallmark of a really amazing, strong emerald. And we're going to show them again up close. And they're no longer $10,000. We're going a lot lower than that. This is exciting. Big moment for our emerald lovers. Right here and now. And I will remind you of the ring because I am just thinking now the ring that we had would be perfect down to the platinum. We had a ring earlier tonight. Between the discounting and the platinum and the cutting, the stones and the size, it all would work so beautifully together. So let's discount them even further than $5,000 or $49.99, just one pair in this emerald earring. Then we've got the ring we'll recap because the ring does match beautifully. So I would love to see somebody get the ring with the earring. And with that in mind, we better take another discount on the earrings and make them $3,999. And then I'll recap the ring that goes so perfectly with it together. And I'll show it to you now so you can see it all in one perspective here. And you'll see what I mean by matching down to the platinum and even the diamond setting style, all of that. Very, very important. So let's show you that really quickly because the ring was also in platinum. That's a carat 25. There's the, oh yeah, that is perfection. The ring was only $23.99. So for about $6,400, you would have everything coming your way, everything you see up there, which would give you about 3.5 carats of emeralds in total and a lot of diamond weight. So the earrings are $39.99. The ring, if you missed it earlier, is down to $23.99, and that is a carat and a quarter. It's 125 plus 70 points in diamonds in platinum as well. So the beautiful match set there. $6,400 for everything up there. Incredible. That's incredible. It's really a wild, wild pair and set. And the whole thing, you can have a really difficult to obtain, and even it would be difficult to think, well, I could buy the ring first and then get the earrings later. How do you know they're going to match? I mean, really, it's tough to visually see unless you got a really good eye for that, a really good eye for color. It's going to be tough to know unless they're side by side if they're really going to be a perfect match. And I think that set is just, it's spot on. Perfect. Look at that. That ring and those earrings. Perfection together. Really consider the set if you can. Questions? How we doing? All right, so we're still verifying on the earrings. Verifying on the ring. Ring's $23.99. That was a highly reduced price tag for you tonight. Got that ring. That was a little shocking that even made it to a second presentation just now. That was really surprising. So we are here with the big values in the end of Friday here with 30 minutes left. So also very important to get those requests in if you have any. We're still waiting for that first request of the night. I got to show you this yellow diamond pendant as we are ready to say bye-bye to emeralds. Now look at this. This is my stiletto style yellow diamond pendant. What about? These are gorgeous. They're gorgeous. 112, 95, 91. 2 carats. Total weight. But let's break it down. You got 10 stones stacked. And it will go north to south on the neckline. So exactly the opposite of what you're seeing right here and now. And this is some of the most vibrant. Now I have to mention we have the bracelet tomorrow, which I'm going to show you a little sneak peek of. Because to be able to get them both, because one's a pendant, one's a bracelet, so you have room for both. And they would be coordinating beautifully. This is 2 carats among 10 stones. 20 points each and every diamond, which are radiant cuts. Yes, my favorite. I am into the emerald cuts and the radiant. So there's something about that elongated rectangular design because they automatically look bigger. But then the radiant cut giving you, just as the name implies, radiant brilliance. This is the bracelet. Okay, the bracelet's tomorrow morning. The necklace or pendant is here now. What a great set this would be. 2 carats on your radiant cut. They're also all categorized as VS or better. Even, yes, on the yellows, when we're talking natural color, it's exciting to be able to still say, yes, they're natural, and yes, they're still VS. So you're getting all top range and quality. But then in addition to that, this style, which is a little more, it's a little more wow factor than some pendants give. Hidden bail right up top. Here's what it looks like from a distance on the hand. And so you can really gauge that size that you're getting, and it's that stiletto style. So anytime you get that straight on down style, it's really flattering on. It's very attractive. There's a really feminine look about it. It's 1.5 inches top to bottom. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. And even in lower light, still sparkling. That's thanks to the radiance. The radiance all side by side, where it's almost as if, could it be? Is it possible that you got one lean long diamond there that's all that? No. But again, it looks that way because of the way they're set so perfectly. From any distance away, you don't see a break in the action. You don't even see where one stone ends and the other begins. And that's really good shared prong setting style that just keeps it fluid and keeps it continuous and very seamless. And every single stone, let's just take a moment and applaud our amazing jewelers because every single stone matched there. That's not easy. One shade difference. You could be one minute colorway difference, and guess what? It would stand out and it would really ruin the whole look. So the fact that they're as strong as they are and completely consistent in their color, also something we don't talk about as much because we expect it, but that's not easy to do. So you put it all together. We got 2 carats of big diamonds. Used to be, you remember when it was $39.99? Here's a major moment for you. It's not supposed to be reduced, but we are near the end of the show with 28 minutes left to go, and we have a very special yellow diamond presentation tomorrow morning on the bracelet that's going to deliver to you 3 carats 60 minimum in diamonds in your yellow diamond round brilliance. That's going to be very exciting, and it would go beautifully with this one. So if you know you would love to have the yellow diamond suite, maybe the rings, which you already have, chances are we've had a number of rings here over the years. So maybe now it is that completer piece, that finishing touch, the pendant to go with the bracelet will be tomorrow. It's very limited, as is this one too. And I just want to make sure that we can go ahead and collect that suite now. And they don't have to match in the exact shape to be a matching set either. I love the idea of the round brilliance in the bracelet and the radiance in the pendant, and they still work together. The color matching is what's important, and you've got that. And yet it's not $39 or $29 or $2,500. There's a blowout happening that is really meant to get everybody's attention as a precursor to our biggest yellow diamond deal ever tomorrow. This is that lead-in. You got to have a good lead-in. This is the lead-in as far as diamond values. Remember, 10 stones only, 20 points each. They're colossal yellow diamonds. They are as bright as it gets. They're matched to perfection. There's a lot of gold setting behind it as well. As you'll see here, it will never flip or turn, by the way, because it's all done in this really hefty box style. So that means when you put your chain through the top bail that's hidden here, it's going to lay beautifully without twisting or turning because it's got that really nice support and foundation behind it in solid yellow gold, and it's no longer 25. What if, can you even imagine, this is feeling like a flash sale moment, and it very, very well may be. We have not seen this lower, even on a massive sale event clearance, than $2,499 when it started at $4 and should be $4. And now you're getting a much, much better value. Hopefully you're dialing in really soon because this is not going to last. There are 2 available and that's it. When they're gone, they're gone. Yellow gold only. They'll ship out on Monday. It's not 24 or 23 or 22. How many of you have a yellow diamond ring? A lot more of you will have yellow diamonds tomorrow in a bracelet, the most deluxe version. Let's get you started with the 2-carat pendant. And it's not 22 or 21 or $2,099. What if it goes under $1,000 a carat at $1,999, which would be equivalent to the pricing you would see best case scenario in 1-point white diamonds? Well, 2 things are happening. These are not white diamonds. They're a huge step up, and they're definitely not 1-pointers a piece. They're 20 points a piece. So there's something very special happening right now, and it's under $1,000 a carat, which is the price you would pay for commercial grade diamonds that you got to buy to cut diamonds in the first place, and yet we're going lower than that. So now is the time to go for it. It is now or never, and we have got a huge value, and it will not be 19. And it will, yes, I'm going lower, and that's why you want to be on the phone lines on our magical necklace. This is a little bit more specialty. Yes, it's a longer style. It's built with the bigger diamonds. These are not accents. They're really important, but it's not 19 or 1,899. Come on in and treat yourself to a yellow diamond piece that is spectacular. It really is. It is a spectacular design and quality and look and size and a lot of gold behind it. And it's not even $1,888, nor is it $1,799. We have just 2 left. It is our last call. Maybe it's one for you and one for a gift. And then you're sharing and matching, whatever it is. This could be the ultimate diamond value, and there's already something planned for tomorrow that you will not believe, but let's make it $1,777 while we've got the 2 here that remain. That's it, $1,777 on 2 carats in diamonds. I can't do little itty bitty basic white diamonds for that price, and we are now doing that on the bigger, really impressive yellow diamond natural radiant cuts there, only for 2 of you or 1 person that wants to get both. So that'll be it with about, 60 seconds left to go. I think that should do it. 60 seconds will see those out the door, no question. And we do have a Padparassha sapphire. Wow, a bigger Padparassha sapphire. Let's show that to you. Very rare that I get to see a Padparassha in a 1.5 carat size. We've got it. Bicolor sapphires here, kunzite pendant trillion is here. Anything you want to see recap, let me know. I think our blue zircon earrings and our pearl earrings are still here. The emerald ring, that was gorgeous. The emerald ring is $23.99, still amazed. We have our conch pearl also here for $24.99. We'll recap some of these ideas before we go, but that's the way you get the pendant, $17.77. And I know it's a little more modern. It's a little bit, it's more for the modern contemporary gals. You want a little more statement style, something that, yes, dares to be a little bit on the sexy side here with that stiletto drop and that longer length. But what a beauty it is, $17.77. We got to move to our Padparassha. It's going to be 112, $34.74, a carat 56. And it doesn't stop there. There's tons of diamonds to go with it. Look at this Padparassha. Brilliance, sparkle, and beauty. And I just I need to take a moment and just leave that right up front for you because it leans quite a bit because the mounting is so large. But this is Padparassha at its best. And it's got the pink and the orange, and even where the pink is, there's a little bit of a blue purple too. It's 112, $34.74. That is our platinum piece with a huge 156 Padparassha sapphire and 77 points in diamonds. And yes, yellow diamond lovers, the first bracelet we've made in over 8 months is here in a tennis bracelet style in yellow diamonds all across the way. That is tomorrow morning at the most incredible yellow diamond value. We've done plenty of diamond values, but we are going to absolutely top them all with our yellow diamond value in a bracelet. And before you think there is no way I can afford a 14 karat gold bracelet alone, let alone one covered in, smothered in diamonds. Well, yellow diamonds, the best of the best. I mean, seriously, what gets better than that? Yellow diamond tennis bracelet? I mean, my goodness, that's going to be so much fun. That's tomorrow morning, so make sure you're with me. It's limited. But this is our Padparassha with 77 points in diamonds. And then look at the side detail. There's that double row. Look at the split shank leading up to that. Incredible, almost floral. It looks a little floral to me. And it has that really stunning clarity, that stone. Let's take a look at it on because it's a nice large ring. And we only have, so it's going to be a newly reduced price here for us. And thank goodness it's away from $12,999. So worth it, but there is a better value that's going to need to happen to make sure it goes out tonight. And we're going to do that right now. So feel free to dial in. White gold is how it, well, platinum is how it stays. We know that is a white metal. So you can't make, there's no such thing as yellow platinum. So we would have platinum here as it stays, not going to be $10,000 tonight or $99.99. It is so rare. You know, it's so funny. I was talking about Malaya garnets the other day and likening them to Padparassha. And then I had a pink zircon and liking it to Padparassha. Here's the actual Padparassha. We just don't get to see it hardly at all. We really don't. It's very difficult to find genuine, real, honest to goodness, natural Padparasha. We got it here. And it's that real true, not pink. If it's a basic pink, it's not Padparasha. This has that pink and golden element that makes it true to that definition of what makes this stone so rare. It's your rarest of sapphires. It's under $5,000. It's $49.99 first caller. $49.99, one only there. We still have our museum stone. That was our museum pink zircon in the pendant. It's still here. We have that gorgeous yellow heart shape in the golden zircon. Anything else you want to see, please let me know. We have yet to have a request, and we're 2 hours and 40 minutes into a show. That's rare. Doesn't happen all the time. If you have a request, get them in. We're still able to help you out for the next 19 minutes with those requests and bring them out. Also have, do you guys like Molly Garnet? We usually, when we see them, they go very quickly. So let me show you what we can do in a Molly Garnet necklace here. Not Malaya, but Molly. We've seen Malayas, we've seen Mollys. We're ready for the Molly Garnet here, which is a necklace which actually has this pretty squared off style, but at an angle. That is a rich olive meets golden mustard tone. It's a really pretty rich color here, very sophisticated. 1118981 is the number. It's a necklace in its entirety, not a pendant. You don't need to supply your own chain. It's all attached. We'll show you on the hand. Carat 60. Molly Garnet with diamonds up towards the left and right. Love that it's set in an angle too, so you get the distinctive northeast, south, and west points there to what is still a square, just angled. And then the 160 Molly Garnet with the 64 points in diamonds, a full adjustable closure here with the lobster claw premium closure, the 16, 17-inch O-rings, and here's what it looks like from a distance away, and then we will go back to the hand and I'll make sure you get a measurement on that actual centerpiece. But it is wild to see what we're gonna do here, and it's exotic. And I know the last time I had a Molly Garnet ring, it was crazy quick to go. Here's what this one looks like from the hand again. I want to get you a measurement on this, even though you're not taking this off. It's all attached, but still good to know what to expect as far as size. And it's about, well, it's really, really close to 3/4 of an inch top to bottom. So I'll show it up close again. It is, it's going to be meant to just make an impression here at the end of the night. How about $9.99? Yeah, just $9.99 for the whole necklace. Rare garnet, something we see less frequently than even demontoids or savorites or mandarins or any of the above. And it's $9.99 for the entire necklace. And do take note of the big diamonds that are happening around it. You see specifically at those points, there's like a floral within a floral, and they're all squared off. And yet that's going to create, you see the bigger diamonds mixed in with the pave. These are the extra side diamonds that are bezel set too. So there's another way to get bigger diamonds in the bezels. That is $999. That's why you say yes. Right here and now. $9.99 first caller. Okay, no takers on that. I've lost our feed, I think. I think that's what's happened. We're at 20, we're just at we got not even 20 minutes left. We've got 17 minutes left to go, and I want to show you this purple Paraiba. It's 1130226. Padparasha here, gorgeous zircon earrings here. Now we're talking about the purple Paraiba, which is 1130226, and it's 18 karat gold. Starting there, high-end gold, yes. Then you've got the square cushion cut 158, a diamond weight that's 13 and 52. How about 65 points overall? Baguettes and rounds together. Question is, who wants the giveaway on the purple Paraiba? We got it right now, and we're ready to go. So come on in and don't wait, because we're in the last couple minutes. We need to help you out. Any requests you want to see, no better time than right now. You got, I'll spend the next 16 minutes airtime just on your request if you want us to. Call us and check on availability on anything from the show. We'll do a quick recap, but I don't think there's much left here, so I'll recap what is. But you got a great value coming your way on $12,000, $10,000, $9,000. If nobody else has it, all those above prices are great. But instead, I know you and you know me, and we got to make this really, really, really go. So in order to do that, extra special discount tonight. And instead of being $29.99, which for a 158 size of a purple copper bearing is impressive, we're going to go ahead, leave it in the white gold. We'll take your size down, and we'll make it sure it's custom for you. So the size will be delivered in whatever you request, but it's not 29. Okay, let's try this. $2,500, $24.99. Purple Paraiba 18 karat gold. Here it is up close again. finished on the inside. It doesn't even really need that, but there it is. A little extra finishing on the inside underneath the stone. Split shank on the sides to really support that cushion, and it's double halo. And instead of 24, let's go to $23.99. And then I will remind you, that's not it. We've had other pieces for $23.99 today. Well, one is gone. I did have a gorgeous emerald. I'm going to show that to you as well because that was that same price of $23.99. Then we'll remind you of a few other pieces that are here for under $2,500. Like, for example, here's the emerald that is the same price. I still don't know if that's going to last much longer. I don't think so. I don't think that if you know what carat 25s go for in the emerald world, especially the best of the best out of the Museo Colombian mine and the brightness you see and the clarity and the glow and all that's happening right there, that is our 125 with 70 points in diamonds on the left. That's $23.99. Then you've got the same, the purple Paraiba, $23.99, your choice of. Now, if you're willing to spend $100 more, like $24.99, I can give you a conch pearl in a big size. I got a 73-point conch pearl here. So if we look at the beauty here, yes, which one, Jason? Okay, we're verifying right now. We'll see who's got what. There's the conch pearl that's $24.99. So basically what we could say is $24.99 and below. And they've all been reduced to get there. So the question is, which one do you prefer? And the fact those are under $2,500, let's make it a whole wheel that's under $24.99 or $24.99 or less. And then I'm going to add some more to it, so you get even more options in what we can do at these incredible prices, like $23.99 or $24.99, depending on what's up there now. But I can go under $1,000 if you like a ruby. A ruby with this really pretty dove's tail design in platinum. That ruby pear shape with diamonds and the rib detail to the band is $999. As is also, we've got a color change diaspora here, under $1,000 as well. So this is really the makings of a recap. Let's send every single piece from the night out the door here in the next, 13 minutes we've got. 13 minutes, and then we see you in 14 hours. We got a big show tomorrow, a yellow diamond tennis bracelet for the very first time. It's incredible. Also under $1,000, a yellow sapphire pendant. Started the show with this one, and like any first item, it's here. That is $999 as well, and it's a 1 carat 82 yellow sapphire. So almost 2 carats in size in a bright yellow sapphire in a classic style of pendant. And you know what else is under $2,500? It's also the yellow diamond pendant. We now have one left. One is gone, one is left on this yellow diamond stiletto style pendant we just had up moments ago at $1,777. I have the zircon earrings. Oh, you know what else? You're gonna like this one, the Neptune tourmaline, or we call it Lagoon tourmaline. It's got the blues and the greens together. Let's bring this into the mix. It's an emerald cut. It has more indicolite blues than it does greens. So again, it's called Lagoon tourmaline. That's just a name, a descriptor, but it's got really gorgeous emerald cut faceting. Look at what that does from a distance. I mean, when you see that straight on, that's just, there's no magic trick to it. It's just seeing it straight on. And you see how that stone lights up. That's also under $2,500. It's $24.99. So there are options. The Molly Garnet necklace for $9.99 still here. This is the opal I had early on as well. I know before a lot of you were able to join us. We have values start to finish. Let me show you what else is here in this incredible free form. It's really a bit of a trillion feel to it, but this is an opal and it's fantastic and it's huge. It's a huge opal. You see how it's a wider frame there, like a trillion with a very soft edge to it. That's our 2 carat 51 Australian opal, 14 points in diamonds, $19.99. So the fact that everything up here is under $2,500 is just really staggering, because I don't look at that and see anything that should be under that price tag. And you look and you see the beautiful ruby. I also had a kunzite pear shape here too, just to add a little more pink to the mix. I feel like we could use a little pink over here on this side. So there's our diaspora, but there's also this more or less solitaire style pear shaped kunzite for $9.99. Everything needs to go. We have actually a few things up here that are under $1,000. There will be 4 different items, including the ruby, the sapphire pendant, the kunzite ring, The Diaspora right behind it over here, those are $9.99 selections. So you don't just have $24.99. There are plenty of options here that are under $1,000 as well. So that's important too. And let's give it a final 60 seconds. If you don't like anything on the wheel, they've all been presented in full, so we can always move on and show you something you haven't seen yet. But that's where, for under $2,500, take them all. Take anyone you love, pair them up together with pieces you have. Ruby, we know, is getting us ready for July. We're only a few days away from the July month. And of course, the birthstone we celebrate for that month is Ruby. Yes. Okay, we'll show Cynthia the zircon drop earrings. Great request there. We'll show those next after we take down this wheel. But if there are any questions there, anything at all, again, $9.99, $9.99, $9.99, $9.99. The emerald is $23.99, as is the purple Paraiba. You got the $19.99 opal, the $24.99 lagoon tourmaline. Here's the conch pearl, which is also $24.99. And then the diamond pendant in the back is $17.77. We'll start removing those, and then we got to go. We are running out of time, though, and I'm sorry, the wheel is just so crazy. So I hope that's not too annoying. I'll work on it after the show, and we'll see if we can get that all settled down by tomorrow morning. But look how beautiful this is. This is a zircon earring. I mentioned that we had a stud and a drop. Here's the drop style. It's 113-1583. And we're going to start with 18 karat gold, and we're going to get you a lot of blue zircon carat weight. 681 is the carat weight, and look at that. They are cushion cuts. Now, one thing I noticed about the earring is that doesn't look like they're set the same way. So the stones, one is set north to south, one is set east to west. Now, if you like a little asymmetrical design, I do, you guys don't. Not usually, at least. So what I'll do is I'm going to request that this one, now you tell me what you like better. I think with the drop earring, we probably like the one in the foreground a little bit better. So what I could have them do is just rotate that other cushion cut so that it matches. Because obviously, yeah, we probably had two different jewelers working on it, and they probably didn't actually coordinate on which way are you setting your stone. So I would like to probably see this one just rotated. But if you like it east to west, we can do it like this. Or if you like it north to south, we can do it like that. But this is a really, really important time here to get you a blowout. And 681 total weight here, 17 points in the diamonds. That includes, that's just the kite cuts, by the way. Then the diamond round brilliance up front. They're going to be another additional 14 points. So 17, 14, it's really not about the diamond weight. It's about the cutting and the sizes of individual size you're getting there and the impressive look. That's 31 points overall. White gold's where they stay. They are in the 18 karat gold. And again, you choose how you'd like the zircon set. It'll take us a couple minutes to reset into the way you want it to be. Now, let me show you each one so you can see here. This is what that more, I think that's more east-west set. That's how I'm certainly seeing it there. And then let me show you each side by side so you can see and then evaluate which way you'd like to have them set, because they should probably match. But do you see how this is more east-west and this is more north-south? So we can do whatever you like. Just tell me if you want the east to west or the north to south design there in the way you want them set. We'll make sure that they match for you. But 681 and blowout time is here. I mentioned earlier with that kind of carat weight at 7 carats, you're going to get a more pricey earring. It is, well, we can take away $12,999, make them a lot more affordable. I'll put one down. And I'll show you one on as well. So we're sure to get you, actually I want to get the length here for you as well. I didn't do that specifically, so let's do that. And then I'll try it on, and then we'll show you what we can do on the price tag to take it even lower than $10,000. And here it is with 1.25 inches top to bottom. Let me give you a look at one on here, leverback style. So really simple, easy hinge, opens up, clicks closed, and they are locked and secure on your ear, ready to go. This is what they look like from a distance away. So there you can see that movement that they're going to have and how they look from a distance there. I mean, aren't those just gorgeous bright blues? The electricity in a blue zircon is really second to none, and you can see it right there as it moves. We'll go back to the wheel, and they're that bright turquoisey blue. We're going to make them better than $10,000 or $99.99, and you decide. Again, not a big deal. To make that, I kind of actually love it. I think we should do this now with everything like this and say, you decide how you want them set. Do you want them north to south or east to west? Because everyone's going to have their own preference. So I kind of love this that, you know, we'll obviously make sure you get it just the way you like it, and then they'll match when they arrive. But look at how beautiful your options are. You may prefer this setting style. You may prefer this setting style. We'll blow them out either way. at under $5,000 at $49.99 for the pair. And what a big Friday. Coming to its end, though, 5 minutes away. So it is time to now make those last-minute decisions, ask for any final requests that you have on what you'd like to see before we go. And then we'll see you right back here in the morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget, lots of great jewelry tomorrow. It's not just a yellow diamond tennis bracelet. I would love if that were the whole show. I've had shows in the past where we spent all entire 3-hour shows on one item. That doesn't happen anymore because we're so limited. So we'll have lots and lots of great jewelry tomorrow, but I hope you'll join me in the morning for that and stop in with us, and especially check out that bracelet that's going to be debuting, but so much more on the way as well. Actually, you know what? I'm not into the $49.99. Give them $1,000 extra off, Tony. We'll make them $39.99 instead. End of the show special. Why not? Cindy asked if we could see them. I'm glad she did, so everybody can check them out and see that now newly. Actually, let's do this. I've got 4 minutes left to go. How about another $1,000 off? $2,999, and I'm done. I mean, that is every single last discount I can do, and then some. But now $29.99. That's impressive. Yes, I'll show the emerald again. I cannot believe that. What's the problem, Tone? What's the problem? I hear you. What's going on? What we don't like it? 20. You want one more discount? I'll do it. I'll do another one. It's not going to be on the earring. It's going to be on the emerald. We're going to bring out the emerald again because that's being requested. We'll see that one more time. You know that emerald's going to go before we go. And then we got the morning with the yellow diamond bracelet. It's tomorrow morning only. It's a big 3-carat 60 size round brilliant natural diamonds. That's in solid gold. Going to make a bracelet. Yes, in 2026, we're going to make a bracelet of solid gold. Way too affordable. You heard me. Way too affordable. It's going to be too affordable. And for those of you saying there's no such thing, I have a lot of ownership here that begs to differ. There's pricing that's too affordable, and it's what I'm doing right now. Let's take a look at this emerald one last time. This will probably be our finale unless you have any other questions of what you'd like to see. Why are those here? Is it because the stones are set opposite directions? Again, I will correct that for you. You just tell me which way. Do you like what you see in the front? That's north-south. Do you like what you see in the back? That's east-west. So you tell me how you'd like them set, okay? Reminder, whoever picks those up at $29.99, whoever gets those, yes, Tony's ready. We're going to show the emerald ring again. I promised that. Here it is. You got it. You're waiting. We got 3 minutes left to go. Here's the emerald out of Colombia. It's 1130517, and there it is, the 125. Matches with the platinum earrings we also had, which are also still here. They were $4,000, but here's the gorgeous carat 25 Muso Colombian mine, the diamonds, 70 points. Most of those are around that halo. That halo is where the bigger diamonds are at. Then the smaller diamonds on the sides, just to give it a little something, just to finish off your gold there. But that's just $23.99. If you think it looks good there, check it out from this angle and this direction on the hand. In platinum it stays. The glow of the stone is spectacular. Look at that. It's just completely, it's open color. Bright, vibrant flashes of just neon greens coming from that Muso mine. And the diamonds are just, they feel like they're on another level than the VS stones we always show you. These are, it's probably just because they're so big. Usually we see smaller diamonds in a halo than this. These are really large individual stones that you're seeing, probably why they're just so bright and brilliant. They're just shining, and that's a classic setting. You can never go wrong with a classic setting. And I think for classic stones, classic settings are always best. Emeralds, rubies, sapphires, the ones that are not just enjoyed by you and me as we wear it for our lifetimes, but generations well beyond our own. Yes. Oh, of course. Do you want to see it with the ring? Let me grab the emerald earrings. We want to see those perhaps together. So emerald earrings, let me make sure we get those another look as well. They were in platinum. Do you want to see them up close? There's so many different ways we can show them, but it was 1128896. And they're platinum as well. This is why they match so beautifully with the ring. I'll put the ring in the background just for a minute here and show you the emerald earrings, which have the larger diamond up top. And then it gives you this beautiful Colombian, yes, again, Muso mine Colombian emerald cut. These are a little more square than they are rectangle, but they're still in platinum big diamond weight. There's your carat weight. It's 198 total, so about 1 carat per in the earrings. And then you've got the diamond weight at 1.5 carats in diamond weight. And here's your upright view of this one. I know they're intended to move. You see it's almost a chainmail design in the way the diamonds are set at the base. There's your larger diamond up top. 24 seconds to go. Don't forget, we have our huge yellow diamond value. We're going to rival diamond values like we've never done before tomorrow morning. Yellow diamond tennis bracelet will be coming up. Make sure you're with me for that. We start at 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central Time, and 1 p.m. Eastern. So 14 hours from now, I will see you then. Thanks for joining me tonight. Let us know if you have any questions. We're here for 2 more minutes on the phone lines. I'm Lauren Blair. Good night. We'll see you right back here. Big Saturday. See you then.